Hey, hey. What a day. What a day for a robot war. My goodness, I'm excited. Oh, it's an emergency, though. Everything's red. We put the red filter on all the lights. We're going to develop photos. In the middle of a war with robots? Yes, of course. When else would you do it? We got photos to develop. Vacation photos. People want to see them. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the VOD if you're watching the VOD. Good to have you. But also welcome, generally. Welcome to everybody. Hope you can hear me okay. I imagine I'm going to get an Ore Sanjo from someone any second now. Wait for it. Hey, Vashio, good to see you. You're right on time. Right on time, because you're right on time. Let me know if you can hear me okay, or if you're struggling. Let me know if you're having trouble hearing me. I know my voice is kind of mumbly generally, and I'm trying not to be that. But it does end up happening at some point. I start mumbling. I'm a mumbly boy. I'm a mumbly man. Hearing me fine. Good. Glad to hear. Glad to hear. Melizan, thank you for the follow. And also, Vagina High Beams, thank you for the follow. I feel like I don't want any more follows after that. I feel like Vagina High Beams has kind of set the, you know, you can't get better than that. Hey, Bryson Robinson, thank you so much for Ore Sanjoing. I knew we would get some average Sanjo. Thank you so much, Bryson. Oh, I'm excited to finish this game, guys. I don't mind telling you. Not that I don't like the game. I specifically love this game. I actually really, really got on with this game way more than I thought I would. Like, I genuinely thought this would be fun for, like, a stream or two. And then I'd get overwhelmed by it, because I tend to get overwhelmed by things, especially things that have a lot of information. But this had exactly the right pacing and exactly the right appeal and over-the-topness that it sucked me right in. I really am into it. Vashio, Vagina High Beams, sounds like the sort of thing used to aid virgins with their sex dolls. Aid virgins with their sex dolls. Is that what sex dolls are for? I guess that makes sense. You bought nachos, Bryson. I'm so excited for you. Nachos rule! Yeah. Mon Maniac 112, I don't believe in magic, but this is magical. Hell yeah. There's a certain magical quality to Super Robot Wars, based on what I've experienced. Unless you're saying that this whole experience, being here with you and me, is magical, in which case I also agree. What's up, Mon Maniac? Are you a maniac about Pokemon, or are you a maniac for Mon Mothma? Or are you just into the Monday? You like both? Okay. That was quick. Oh, you're talking about the magicness. I see, yes, both. That does apply. I asked you an either-or question twice, and then I asked you another one, and you answered the first one, and I was like, whoa, how did you answer me so quickly? Alright, Vashio, Super Robot Wars, always better playing it than just watching it, but that's true for 90% of games. Oh, I guess so. The remaining 10% play like shit, but look better than they play. Give me an example of that. Because I totally agree with you, there are some games that look amazing but play like shit, but I'm struggling to think of any. I honestly, the Sega CD games, any FMV game is kind of like that. Fun to watch, but if you're playing it, you're like, I'm just clicking. Pokemon, Digimon, Mothma, all Mon. All kinds of Mon. Tails Saga, thank you for Ore-san. Joeing. Hello there. Bugsy64. It does not look good. I was gonna say, yeah, no, that's... I don't know how that applies. I mean, maybe it's fun to watch just because it's not good looking. Thank you for the hydration there, Nameless Punk. Thank you for hydrating me. In a nameless kind of way. Superman 64. Now you guys are just listing games that are bad. Does anyone like watching Superman 64? I guess it's probably a bit more popular right now because of the rise of Superman. The rise of Superman. Somehow Superman returned. Flew around the planet a bunch and rewound time because he can do that, right? There are people that say that when Superman does that in the first Superman movie, where he goes around the planet real quick, that he's not rewinding time. There are some people who just say that he's undoing the earthquake. And I'm like, okay, but that would still probably kill Lois. So I don't think that's what he did. The Rice of Superman. Yes, Superman went to get Uncle Ben brand rice, and there was a Marvel crossover that happened as a result. Varshio Bugsy64 is about 10 degrees of the worst gameplay in gaming history put on top of a dismal graphics. So it's the opposite of what you said. Alibi, how did you know Superman was the ad I just watched? I had a feeling that... Oh! Shin. Anna Kaiser with the best henshin. Thank you so much for Ore Sanjoing, and also, this is the Master M. Thank you for the... You were the one that gave us the henshin, actually. Thank you for subscribing for 5 months. I don't think he is rewinding time. I think he is just going back himself. Yeah, that actually makes way more sense now that I think about it. Yeah, actually, I accept that. That does make sense. He is the thing going back in time. Okay. He goes so fast that he breaks through time. Okay, why did I not... You know what? That makes way more sense. I'm okay with that now. Varshio, you can enjoy watching people suffer on Bugsy64. I mean, that's true. You can enjoy watching people suffer watching paint dry, though. You don't need money. This is the Master M. Black's henshin is so... I believe you typoed. There we go. I believe... I was going to be like, hey, hang on. But yes, Kamen Rider Black's henshin, one of the best, if not the best, if I'm being honest. Hey, El Diablo, ahoy hoy, and Zella, indeed, laughing my...
Taking it to the hoop with my ass. I mean, laughing my ass off while I'm doing it.
Oh, Mokuba voice got away from me there. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you, El Diablo Nato, for the...
Take it to the hoop, baby.
Yes. Ja Bungle, thank you for Ore Sanjoing. Enner Kaiser brings up a very important detail, which I kind of want to watch some of that stuff real quick. Since we've got people... Since we're not started yet. Oh, speaking of Kamen Rider. You'd be Kaiba's friend, Mon Maniac? Well, that's very kind. Is he a Mon? Is it Kaiba Mon? Kaiba Mon, gotta Kaiba them all. I don't know. Happy Friday, Ja. Good to have you. And some nameless punk, thank you for letting review Taros have a little boogie woogie. Oogie woogie boogie. I want to watch this. I want to watch this with you guys. What's up, Lumen the Phoenix? Good to see you. I am hyped for the next Super Robot Wars game, Master M. I'm super hyped. It's within a month. It's coming out, right? It's so cool. I'm so hyped. And thank you, Luma, for cashing in your star chips for a do-da-la-la-la-la-la. Do-da-la. I'm going to try something here real quick. But yeah, Anarchizer, the first forms and henshin sounds for Zetsu have been revealed. This also includes a pronunciation. It's supposed to be Zets, like the letter itself. Okay, good. I was saying it right. Everybody was saying that I was saying it wrong, but I was saying it correctly. Kind of. Alright, here's something. This is the second promotional video that they've released for the new Kamen Rider. And if you've never watched Kamen Rider, I apologize if this is not exciting for you. It's exciting for me. I've seen this video. I think it's really cool. Let's watch it. If you don't know about this, the new Kamen Rider is debuting in early September. And this is a promo for his driver, which is always an important part of Kamen Rider, the belt henshin device that he uses. He's probably called Zezds for copyright reasons. They couldn't get the copyright just for the letter itself. Oh, so it's just the letter Z. He's basically Kamen Rider Zorro. Between Gundam and Kamen Rider, I just give up saying shows. That's valid. Afternoon, Infinite One. Good to have you. But yeah, no, if you've not ever watched any Kamen Rider stuff, this is exciting because this is going to be the iconic belt that goes with the character. And it's very unique. It is not a straight-up belt. It goes across. It has sort of a bandolier seat belt vibe, which goes along with the Z theme because it makes a diagonal between, you know, the horizontals of his shoulder and his waist. Anyway, here he is, and he's really cool, in my opinion. Look at him strutting. No, is it going on the crotch? No, it's going on the tits. Look at him, look at him. And he's got Pokeballs. Talk about gotcha, his gotcha art. It's so shiny. Spin that shit. And he just looks fucking cool, to be honest. He just looks so fucking cool. All right. But that's Kamen Rider, and that's what's got me hyped. I'm going to be living off of pure hype for that for the next month or two. It's really cool, right? In my opinion, you've been calling his belt a mayor sash. Oh, that's awesome. I like that. It's more of a henshin sash. That is cool. That is cool. Yeah, Master M, I definitely am frustrated by the AI aspect. And I personally am taking a wait and see approach to see whether it actually shows up in the show. Because honestly, promotional materials, who knows what department is in charge of that? Who knows who snuck that AI stuff in there? Who knows the extent to which it goes? I'm hoping it is limited to just that one promo. Fingers crossed. If it's not, that's going to be really, 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 really disappointing, and it's going to suck. And I will not be talking about that Kamen Rider in that case, if that's the case. But we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. On a bike. Saying henshin. Alright, what was I going to say? But yeah, no, I'm real hyped for Kamen Rider Zets. El Diablo, thank you for the headpad there. The main reason I'm hyped is because it's the 55th anniversary of Kamen Rider. Hey, Office Cat, good to see you, kitty. Meow. Speaking of Kamen Rider, well, first of all, let's start this mission in over our heads. And we are in over our heads with hype for Kamen Rider. And with hype for finishing this game. Front Mission 3 Remake is absolutely full of AI art, it seems. Front Mission 3, oh dear. Well, send it back, Mission 3. Speaking of Kamen Rider, later today, there is a fan dub of Shin Kamen Rider coming out by the Dan Fubbers, who reached out to contact me when they started working on this, or at least when they started putting everything together. And they asked me to play Professor Midorikawa for the Shin Kamen Rider fan dub that they're doing. So I'm the guy who gives Kamen Rider his bike and his belt. So I'm in one scene, and I'm excited. It wasn't a huge task, but yeah, no, I'm hyped to be the guy who's like, hey, Kamen Rider, here's your bike, here's your belt. In a fan dub, still neat. I'm excited for it. Let's get in over our heads. The team traveling to the Black Ocean dive straight into the midst of a trap prepared by Cyclamenos. And I'm gonna try not to do just the Masako X voice for Cyclamenos because it is kind of weird. No, and yeah, not Kamen Rider Shin, a very different Shin Kamen Rider. I do start his journey. I'm the guy that basically takes off his training wheels. Alright, here we go. In over our heads. There is a Kamen Rider Shin Hanigans. I guess you would identify with Shin. Well, that would be unfortunate if you did, because he has a bad life, that guy. Dry Straggle Laboratory. Didi. So, Orchidacia is still unwilling to respond.
It might be your fault, you know.
My fault? You sure didn't hold back when we were in Antarctica, you know.
Yeah, Ja, I'm basically Kamen Rider Professor Oak.
I'm like, are you a boy Kamen Rider or a girl Kamen Rider? Or anything in between? Well, at the time, I was, she's a prideful one. I doubt she wants to show she's feeling any shame in front of someone who dressed her down like that.
Is Frieza hiring for an IT job? Yes, but IT stands for It's Tumultuous. Or Intergalactic Terror is actually what it stands for. I was struggling to think of words, but Intergalactic Terror, and that's what we spread. I hope you're looking forward to spreading Intergalactic Terror with me, Mon Maniac. I've got a bit of a stuffy nose. Yu-Gi-Oh, you should just keep your mouth shut too.
You identify as a toaster Kamen Rider. Oh, like a Cylon? Para, how long did it take you to finish this game? Because it's been a year, then you did your own version of the 1 Year War. It's been less than a year, but it's been a while. It's been a good 6 months at least, I'd say. There was a bit of a break for a month or two, I think, but we came back to it.
That's the best compliment I've ever gotten. You're basically top of the list when it comes to Earthnoids who have annoyed her.
That's the best compliment I've ever gotten. Still, it seems it will be best if we weren't here.
Well,
Maybe we'll leave it to you.
I went through the half-year war.
now then, as you can see, Orchidacia, it's just you and me here now. Even the captain can't monitor anything happening here. You can probably tell that, right? Aren't you tired of keeping your mouth shut? Don't you want to go ape shit? We're almost at the finale here. Come on, let's have an honest talk. Titties to titties. No response. Not gonna answer unless I've got something to say about Kagaribi? Rough. Well, fine then. If you're not gonna come out, I'll do it myself.
Fine, I'll do it myself.
Neither the captain nor I have any intention of running back crying to you.
Oh. The holy titties! Whoop! Boo!
You always appear so suddenly.
Gotta get in there!
Do you now? This is the Master M has to get in there, apparently. I don't blame you, there's a lot of surface area.
You always appear so breastily. Still, you're welcome. I have a lot I'd like to talk to you about with you.
Please, crush me.
Okay, Majin Zenki, I get it.
With your boobies, right? Thank you, Majin Zenki, with the ooh, crush me.
Maybe, Hawkins, what incredible arrogance you possess even before a survivor of ours such as myself. Perhaps I have been searching for a person like you. You could make an apartment complex in there. Yes. What would the rent be like, though? And would there be an HOA?
Well, thank you.
Yes, that was the voice I gave her. It completely rids her of any sexual appeal, so... Dry Stragger Bridge. What's the situation?
Currently, there are DBDs occurring all across the Black Ocean, and our movements are severely limited.
It be humid in there, I know that much. She breasted boobily down the stair. She sure did. She breasted boobily into the Dry Stragger.
Of the islands, only Heem's Island has a stable dimensional boundary.
That certainly is unnatural.
Absolutely. I think we should assume this is deliberate on the part of Cyclamenos. I don't know if she has a park.
I guess since she knows we're coming to finish things, she intends to repel us there.
That is my assumption, too.
What do we do, Commander Mitsuba? Do we march in knowing it's a trap?
Would you be shocked if I tell you that Super Robot Wars has made designs with even larger breast size in their games? Okay, which Robot Wars has the biggest boobs? Which Robot Wars has the biggest bazongas? Which one has the superest robot hoo-has? The boobas. Now, I will say, I've seen a couple of intro, opening clips for the animes that have the original Generations characters, and there's a lot of boobs flying all over the place. I'll be honest, as a butt guy, the breasts, whatever. It's not what I'm here for. But I understand the appeal, and I do think it's very entertaining when breasts are unnecessarily large. When there are massive breasts just bouncing all over the place, it's like, okay, this is a comedy now. It's not porn, it's just funny. By technicality, UX. Oh, because it's just massive, because it's just big, physically. The online gacha versions where some OG characters look like they are straight up out of a hentai game. That sounds right. Bigger by number or biggest on one person? Biggest on one single person. I guess my common joke for this stream is trying to be friends with people, but I want to end it on a bang. Oh, end it. There is one guy who is so evil all his friends abandon him. Would Florence want to be my friend? Well, of course. I would be your friend till the end. The end approaches. I'm evil. Do we march in knowing it's a trap?
Cyclamenos may acknowledge our abilities, yet fundamentally she looks down on humanity. I believe that if we're to claim victory over her, we need to break her pride.
To do that, we must face her head-on and win, you mean?
Exactly. I believe that is the duty of the Kaiba Corp, as the guardians of peace and freedom.
UX or X Omega are probably the main contenders. UX has the largest woman and thus the largest bust and butt size. Alright, we might have to play UX.
Let's blow it all up, yes. You maniacs. We are the maniacs. We blew it up. Oh, crap. We blew it up. I'm phlegmy today. I do apologize.
Exactly. I believe that is the duty of the Kaiba Corp as the guardians of peace and freedom. 1 hour from now, all ships in the Kaiba Corp fleet will attack Heems Island. This will likely be a terribly fierce battle. I expect the best from everyone. The best of you.
UX has no translation. X Omega is shut down. Does that mean I can't see the boobies? Let me see. UX boobs robot. That's all I'm going to Google is UX boobs robot. Search images.
No!
No? What do you mean no, Robotnik? I understand that I'm not going to get any decent results from searching this. There's at least one AI result coming up. Alright, well, no. Thank you, Voidadept, for the no redeem. You can find videos on YouTube. Ah, we might have to go check out those videos at some point. Dry Straga. You have indeed Ore Sanjoed there, Speedstar. Thank you for Ore Sanjoing there. Let's bring Brighton. Ow! Get up to get down. Thank you, Speedstar, for the Ryotaro stance there. And if I'm being honest, we're gonna do what we've been doing, which is just bringing all the big bastard boys, oh wait, you know what? No, hang on. That's not what we're doing. We're gonna go by score. And we're gonna get people's scores up to 300 if we can do it. That's what we're gonna do. You can see it in 30 with Shatter. What can we see? Some of the female OG designs in Cross Omega. Which one was Shatter? Kali Yuga UX. Okay, let me look up Kali Yuga. We have time for this, right? UX. Let me see these boobs. Okay, yeah, those are like... Hang on, I need to show you guys so you can understand contextually what I'm looking at. Unfortunately, it's a WebP file. So I don't know if I can do this. Hang on. I'm sorry for being sniffly. Shata is the subpilot of the Van Ein. Oh, her! Right. No, I guess I do see her boobs occasionally. This is tiny. Alright. So yeah, those are... They're very separated.
You gotta keep them separated.
They're very separated. They're massive. Those probably have their own gravitational pull individually, I imagine. That's impressive, don't get me wrong. There's a lot going on. Those are impressive. They're not... I'll be honest, I expected bigger. Kali Yuga is big. She big. Alright, let's try and get people's kill counts up. Let's go by kill count. Very few of these guys are going to get to 300, if any. But we want to try. She's also, as a unit, 3L size, which in Super Robot Wars terms is massive. 3L. That's just her bra size. You can check out Renalia DD, one of the original characters from Super Robot Wars DD. Is that what they named the DD after? Is that why they named it DD? Renalia. Here we go. Renalia DD. Linaria Kuo. Oh yeah, those are... Yeah, she has big old boobs, and she's very stylish. She's obviously very... That's a modern lady, just happens to have massive gazongas. Alright, no. We don't discriminate. That's what DD stands for. Don't discriminate against boobs or butts. I'm more about the butts. The major issue is that the other pictures from those games might break your Discord server's terms of service. Oh no. They are some DBDs.
Dimensional boundaries are being distorted by those titties. So this being the only island we can land on means...
Wait, what?
It's Cyclamenos' trap, probably. Captain Mitsuba deployed the Kaiba Corp even knowing that it was a trap. We've got to do this.
Anything could happen.
Yeah, but nothing good will happen, so just beat up anything you see. Look at that big old hump.
The dimensional boundaries are warping! The titties! All units get ready. Here they come.
That's what I'm gonna say. If I had a beautiful pair of breasts, I would be like, all units, prepare. Here they come. Princess King Forever, thank you for the Ore Sanjo there. You'll have to forgive me. I'm talking about if I had theoretical breasts. Off topic from boobs. Good idea. I love how Super Robo Wars titles are so confusing. Z comes before Y, 30 comes way after the 30th entry in the series. Yeah, no, the titles are a little confusing because we've got Y coming out, and yeah, X and Z came out. Oh, yeah. It's out of order. Here comes the Princess King. Welcome, Princess, Your Majesty.
There's so many of them. She can still summon this many étrangers even without a pillar of light?
It seems Cyclamenos does not feel she needs any strategy to defeat us here. She just intends to overwhelm us with pure force.
Thank you, Master M. Have a fun stream with your friends.
Fine. Then we'll face it all head on and win.
Exactly. If they just want to use pure force, no. If they want to use pure force, we'll show them just how forceful we could be. That's how forceful.
You're right. Let's get through this and go straight to where Cyclamenos is hiding. Open fire. Let us show Cyclamenos our strength and our will. However, we don't know what else might happen. Try to break through here as quickly as possible. I'm giving us 3 minutes. Did I just say 3 minutes? If we can't eliminate the enemies within that period, we'll retreat.
3 minutes and we're out of here.
3 minutes. This looks like it'll be a difficult battle.
We only got 3 minutes to save the world.
However, if we can't overcome things here, we probably don't stand a chance against Cyclamenos.
Let's go, everyone. Show Ouse everything we've got. And by everything we've got, I mean maybe 1 or 2 units will do something.
Princess King, if LK had tits, he'd be unstoppable. You know what? Some people would argue I do have tits. I've had man tits a lot of my life, unfortunately. Shameful acknowledgement of that. But even my friends have teased me about it, so I kind of, at some point, have to just be like, okay. Humble Pie, 3 minutes is actually 15 minutes in anime and toku time. Toku time? It's always toku time. Majin Zenki, it'll be 3 minutes until Namek explodes. 20 episodes later, it'll be 2 minutes.
Yes, 5 minutes. I can tell time, Daddy.
Sorry, I have a cup of tea and I'm drinking. Oh my god, it feels good to drink tea again. I know I talked about this on my last stream 2 days ago, but for a little bit there I just was without tea and it was the worst. You can't separate a British man from his tea. That is basically gamer fuel for English people. Karika, thank you for Ore Sanjoing there. Good to see ya. But, what was I gonna say? Yeah, no, I guess tea is basically gamer fuel, but we don't say fuel in England. We say petrol. We don't say gas. This is gamer gas. No, it's gamer petrol. Gamer gas? That's gross. How could I come up with this phrase without intending to? It's so upsetting. I don't want to think about gamer gas. How could you be proper British? I'm not proper British. I've been in America too long to be proper British. We've got 34 units to take out. Brycer dude, hello there. Crimson Nova, I do like it whenever games have exact countdowns to failure. I do too. I especially like it when it doesn't take me by surprise. I like it when a game comes out at the beginning of the quest and says, you have a time limit. I hate when they introduce the time limit midway through. Oh dear. Sorry about that. Do you get special British tea or do you use the same commoner stuff ignorant Americans use? I mean, I'm pretty ignorant, but I just go to Ralph's and they have a tea section and they have Tetley there, which is an English brand of tea, so I'm technically not... I'm doing both. I'm splitting the difference. I am sneezy, I'm sorry. Alright, let's go. Let's get through as many of these 34 units as possible. Try and give Yu-Gi-Oh! The push to get 280 to 300. Alright, smash hit. Was there anything else I need to do? I've done all these things. Oh, I'm so sorry for being sniffly. If it gets too bad, I'll go blow my nose. I might do that anyway, but give me a minute. You've been to international markets in some of the biggest cities and saw a British section, but mostly it was pretty small, mostly biscuits. Yeah, we don't have a lot of very unique food items, is the truth. When I say we, I mean England. I'm not technically there anymore, so I shouldn't say we. Alright, let's just go. In fact, we don't need to go all out. We can just use the beam sword. There we go. Turn animations off. There we go. Your local Stop and Shop sells Iron Brew. Oh, hell yeah. I'm not an Iron Brew guy myself, but I'm glad that it's getting some representation. Digestives on motorcycles. McVitie's on motorcycles. I love digestive biscuits. Hell yeah. Chocolate digestives used to be my jam. No jam involved, but they were my jam. I am a sneezy floof. I gotta be careful. I might sneeze myself into submission. And assume the position. Go into doggy submission. Alright, we're good. We're good. We can do this. Let's get Yu-Gi-Oh! To great... no, Super Ace. Chocolate digestives are pretty good. You take that back. They're very good, Dr. Rehaminator. You rehaminate that opinion. They're really the only ones I like. The chocolate digestives? In that case, you're forgiven. If they're the only ones you like, then okay. You admit that they are good. What are chocolate digestives? If you've ever had like a... I don't know if you know about digestive biscuits, but basically they're sort of just... I don't know what they're made of. I mean, they are a biscuit, sort of a soft biscuit that you might have with tea. You might dip it in your tea. It's like a sort of soft-ish cookie. It's not really a cookie, though. I hate calling it a cookie, because that's American. Unhaminates my ham. No, my ham. It got unhaminated. What is it now? Laxative? No, it's not a laxative, guys. It's not medicinal. Let me get a picture of digestive biscuits for you, because they're not. They're not what you're thinking. They're just nice biscuits. I like an Oreo for tea? No, it's not specifically for tea. It's just it's common to have them with tea. Let me get these on the screen for you. But they're just nice, you know, soft biscuits that are very... No, her tits are back. Why are they back? Why did you bring those back? Why are her titties part of this? Alright, let's dip the chocolate digestives in her titties. It's not working. Anyway, why are her tits back? Yes, those are digestives. These are the dark chocolate digestives, and these are my favorite. If you ever wonder what snack I like, and I don't really have it much these days just because of my stomach being problematic, but this is like, since childhood, I've loved these. These are the best. McVitie's chocolate digestives, the dark chocolate ones specifically, they're so good. How do I get rid of this? There we go. Alright, back to the mission. The mission is clear. We're going over there. We're going to do the mission. I flip around the corner, flat as a pancake, and then, oh no, the camera. Stay back there, devise a plan, dive into the bushes. Against all odds. Infiltrate. Storm the gate. Humble pie perfect to eat while watching Doctor Who or Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. Yes, the two shows. The two English shows that are worth watching. They are actually very good. Both the biscuits and the shows. Stay back there, devise a plan. Red Dwarf Erasure. I suppose it would be Red Dwarf Erasure, wouldn't it? Sorry, no, Red Dwarf is the other good show. We have like 5 good shows. There's also Father Ted. Is there? As a kid, I loved Father Ted, but these days, you know, there's associations. Tricky Hero, thank you for Ore Sanjoing there. It's hard to enjoy certain media when you realize, oh, one of the main people behind its creation is just the worst. Still, I enjoyed the show when I was younger. Never seen Top Gear, I will admit. Top Gear, I'm too much of a bottom for Top Gear, I think. I say that, I'm not a bottom. But I am too much of a bottom for Top Gear. In fact, I'm always looking for bottoms, so, you know, Top Gear doesn't promise anything that I want. League of Gentlemen? Oh, Dr. Rehaminator, I'm actually a big fan of League of Gentlemen. I understand that, you know, there's issues, and it's a very upsetting show. It's a very dark comedy, and it's one of the darker comedies. But honestly, League of Gentlemen, tremendous. I actually think it was a really well-crafted comedy, and I was surprised. I was frequently surprised by how funny it was. Princess King Forever, what did he do? Well, if you've ever heard of, what's his name? Glinner. I don't know his full name offhand. I don't care to know it. I knew it at one point, but I do not know it anymore. He's horrifically transphobic and is actively going out of his way to demonize the trans community. And fuck that. Fuck that. If I'm being totally honest. Sorry if anybody's hurt by that opinion, but fuck anyone who is demonizing trans people for no good reason. And for, you know, even if they think it's for a good reason, fuck anyone who's doing it. Yeah, he sucks. Sorry, let's not dwell on it. I don't want to do that while we're having fun. We're here to take a break and enjoy robots. Who was one of the creators of Father Ted? I forget his name. You'll have to forgive me. I will Google it so that we don't have to think about it anymore. How about that? Graham Linehan. There you go. People call him Glinner, but Graham Linehan. And that is a guy whose content I used to enjoy. I say content. I enjoyed a lot of the shows that he wrote. And you know, it's, you know, for some people it's harder to detach from content they enjoy when it's created by, frankly, a monster. Me, I'm like, oh, a monster made this? Fuck that guy. And I don't have to enjoy this, and I don't have to attach myself to it. There you go, Dr. Rehaminator. Kaiser finally found footage. You found footage, including the saver versions, so to say, about Super Robot Wars X Omega with the Cross Omega, with the boobage in question if you're interested still. I appreciate you posting the boobage. I would much rather talk about the boobs. The hoobage. What is this? This guy's tough. It's one of these big gem boys. Hey, Karika, hi to your hubby. Big shout out to Karika's spouse. Hope your hubby's doing well. Card games on mommy milkers. You know, you could probably drive a motorcycle up Orchidacea's cleavage. Wouldn't that be fun? All right. Hey, Tilly, are you okay, girl? Shit.
No!
Hey, she is fine, actually, Robotnik. You don't know.
I've got to get in there!
You have got to get in there, Dr. Rehaminator. On your motorcycle. And Tricky Hero, thank you for the no redeem. I do appreciate it. Thank you for knowing. Did we ever get Go Danner in Super Robot Wars? What is Go Danner? Shit, I didn't mean to do that. That was a mistake. In 3 of them at least. Alright, we must be in the late 80s for his score at this point. He's 288, so we gotta kill 12 more guys, and we'll be good. Go Danner is a super robot action show about a woman and her husband piloting a giant martial art robot to save the world. Go Danner is the robot show where even the robots have breast jiggles. Hell yeah. Boober Robot Wars. Early 2000s. All right. All right. From the early 200s. The biblical times. The booblical times. Gooner Robot Wars. Ah, yeah, taking it one step further. There you go. I do indeed goon to Robot Wars, based on how much I'm enjoying it. Come on, Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright, let's see if we can get close enough to the Dry Stragger to get more EXC. I don't know if we'll be able to, but we'll get one more turn at least, and then we can zoom him over here. The Trojan horse is kind of like a Roman mecha. You could argue that, yeah, sure, yeah, absolutely. Wouldn't it be funny if it was the Trojan Gundam? It just brought in a giant robot-looking thing. Oh, like, this is our gift, and they're like, okay. Surprise, there's guys inside. Oh, okay, we were too confused by the giant robot to notice them. Trojan horse is Greek. Right. I guess that should have been apparent. Sorry about that. When I think of early aughts anime boob jiggles, and we often do, I think about Voltage Fighter Gao Kaiser, the movie. When I think about booby jiggle, I think about the scene from the movie Kingpin, where Woody Harrelson punches Vanessa Angel's breasts like they're fighting, but he like fully commits to punching her in the boob. And it makes like a doink, doink, doink noise. It's like not even like a sexual thing. He's just trying to fight her. Kingpin mentioned, let's go. One of Bill Murray's funniest performances. There's honestly, I think, you know, nothing in comedy comes close to that moment where his hair is going all wild toward the end, and he's standing up being like, oh, it's so fucking funny. My understanding is that the bit where Bill Murray like rolls a strike in that movie, I forget which part. There's a part in that movie where Bill Murray actually legitimately gets a strike, and the whole crowd went wild for it, and it's like real, like it's legit elation. Gao Kaiser and I think Godana too were in part animated by mecha animation legend Masami Obari, who besides being a legendary mecha artist and animator is also big into making hentai. Is he the guy people were mentioning the other day who worked on Transformers, or was, you know, did something for Transformers? I forget what I'm trying to do here. I don't know what I'm doing. But you know what? We'll make it happen. Oh, it is that same guy. Ah, I remember that guy. From like 2 days ago. What hasn't Obari worked on by now? Oh, has he worked on a lot of things? He's not worked on Pokemon, or has worked on Pokemon? Dr. Haminator, my toxic trait is that I don't think that Bill Murray is very funny in most things. I mean, I can accept that. I think that Bill Murray, his comedy was of a certain time. Oh no, wait, what? Did I fuck up? I obviously did. Hang on. I know a lot of people who love Bill Murray and, you know, would swear that he's the funniest guy in the world. And I don't think he's the funniest guy ever, but as a young man, I will admit that I kind of looked up to him as an icon of comedy. Just because he was one of the guys that was in all of the funny stuff, and so it was just like, oh, he must be part of the reason why. And I do think he is funny. What I think is impressive is his ability to stay relevant, because he is technically still relevant. What I do want to acknowledge, though, is, you know, he was recently, you know, caught in a controversy where he was being sort of harassing on set to some of the female cast members of the crew. So I don't want to sit here and tell you, oh yeah, Bill Murray, the greatest guy ever. It sounds like he might be a bit problematic, but I do think it's impressive, you know. that anybody, actor or anything, could somehow remain relevant from the early 80s to now. What am I doing? Oh, you know what? Yeah, there we go. And then we can restore action, and we can get Yu-Gi-Oh! Back on top of things. Here we go. Give him that 300 kill count. I keep forgetting to do multi... I did it again, didn't I? I forgot to do it again. Yeah, it's... That's fucking funny. Okay. Alright, now, remember multi-action, you dafty. Dr. Rehaminator, Steve Martin should have stayed relevant. Hey, hey, hey! Steve Martin did remain relevant. Only Murders in the Building is very relevant. I'm not going to tell you that Steve Martin is as relevant as he was. Having said that, Steve Martin, I think, is as relevant as he wants to be. I think he's probably enjoying comedy retirement while also being in an extremely relevant and talked about show. Steve Martin is kind of that perfect, you know, he had his time, he was incredibly influential, and then he kind of just bowed out. Which I think, you know, that's the best you can hope for. Yeah, I would argue he's remarkably relevant. Vampiro, thank you for Ode Sanjo Ing. I will get through this, I swear. I really enjoyed Steve Martin on 30 Rock. I don't know how many people watched 30 Rock, but he has an episode on that show where he's really fucking funny. That was the first time I'd seen him in like a decade in anything. I didn't know Steve Martin was even still acting, but he showed up in 30 Rock, and it was like he had never missed a beat. It was really incredible. Oh, Vampiro, happy birthday! Oh my god, hang on, Vampiro. Happy birthday, Vampiro. Thank you so much for stopping by on your birthday of all times. Thank you so much. I feel very blessed. You can consider me as one of your birthday balloons if you wish. Just don't pop me if you can help it. I'd appreciate it. I'm very delicate, and popping me would just... There'd be a lot of cleanup involved. I'd appreciate it if you didn't. But happy birthday, Vampiro. That's incredible. Oh my gosh. I hope you're having a great day. I hope that you're having the best possible birthday you can have right now. Thank you so much for stopping by today. We love seeing you. We always love seeing you, Vampiro. I hope you know that. Alright, let's keep going here. We're on, like, the 4th to last mission. So far, it's been good. You went to the dentist and no cavities. Hey, that is basically the best possible dentist experience. Did you get a lollipop? I'm guessing not, because you probably don't get offered any after a certain amount of time. Let's resupply a little bit, just in case. You thought LK was going to put on a dress and sing happy birthday like Marilyn Monroe. No, I wish I could pull off that look. I wish I could be Marilyn Kuriboh. Happy birthday. Oh, my goodness. It's a celebration. We love to see them asses. Thank you so much, Karika. The Karika ass. Thank you, It's Just Karika, for the gifting 5 subs. 5 beautiful, beautiful, bouncy subs. To Manake511, to Apple Pump Prince, to Audio Dragon 51, to Indolent Scribe, and to Jilla 81. Thank you so much. Love to see it. Thank you so much. You're very kind. No lollipops, but you got a free pre-roll dispensary. Hey, oh, that's awesome. Well, you save that for a special occasion, or just go ahead and blaze it. Whenever you see fit. Marilyn Kuriboh is canon now. Spread it. Just a Kuriboh with an updraft coming out of a vent, with a skirt being like, doo-da-la, loo-da-la. Some like it, doodala. Whatever that means. Kablamo. They started adding characters from the new Superman movie into Fortnite in the Fortnite shop. I don't know how many of you play Fortnite, but Mr. Terrific is in there. Oh! Humble Pie? Oh, this is a great question. I love this question. I always dislike what is a favorite movie question, but this question is good. Thank you for subscribing with Prime for 5 months there. What's a movie? And I apologize for sniffling. What is a movie? And thank you for getting us on a level 2 hype train. What is a movie that you consider a guilty pleasure? For me, it's the Mike Myers live-action Cat in the Hat movie. A guilty pleasure. Now, this is difficult because I like a lot of movies that are bad. But I don't like them in a guilty pleasure kind of way. For example, Cats. Speaking of Cats 2019. I know it's a bad movie. I don't feel guilty. I don't feel guilty saying that. What I feel is, I feel emboldened by my love of that movie. That's not a guilty pleasure. That is an innocent, proud pleasure. Any other person would have great shame, but I do not. 297 is his score. We need to kill 3 more people. Dr. Ehaminator, you gotta get off my back on this one. I'm a big fan of musicals, and I'm a big fan of shit content. So, Cats, the musical, both the actual stage show and the movie, is something I enjoy. What am I doing? What else? I was going to say something else. Well, we're talking about my guilty pleasure. Gosh, it's difficult. Thank you for the hydration, GTX Cafe. It's okay, Dr. Ehaminator. I don't blame you. I don't blame you for having that gut reaction. Guilty pleasure movie. Sorry, I'm looking at my movies. Okay, so here's, you know what, this is one. This is one that I consider, I genuinely have guilt about this one. Even though, honestly, everybody in this chat is probably gonna argue with me over this one. Everybody in this chat is probably gonna tell me there's no reason to feel guilty about this, but you'll understand. And it's honestly, I don't necessarily feel guilty pleasure about this one, but I feel almost like in another time I would dislike this movie, and I would actually... So here's the movie. Okay. Kung Pao Enter the Fist. I think if I watched that movie today, I would be like, fuck this. But I watched that movie when it came out in like 2002, 2001. Now, one of the reasons it's a guilty pleasure is that a lot of the jokes are really bad. There's like a whole scene where there's a cow fight and they do the Matrix slow-mo shit, and he squirts milk out of his udders. It's... See, I knew people would disagree with me, and you're valid. You're absolutely justified in disagreeing with me. Having said that, listen to what I'm about to say, and please understand. It is a movie that consists almost entirely of footage from an Asian... Oh, hey! Crimson Nova, thank you for the 700 bits. Oh my gosh, thank you for fueling that hype train. We got to a level 3 there. Thank you for getting us past level 2. Yeah, no, that bit's great, Dr. Ehaminator. I'd argue the first 10 minutes of Kung Pao are extremely funny. Consistently. So, the movie, for those of you who don't know, and you probably already know this, it would be weird if you didn't, it's an edit of a couple of old Asian movies. And they've basically taken the protagonist and they've superimposed, what's his name's face on there? Steve Odekirk. Now, I don't think that what Steve Odekirk did was wrong. Having said that, it is one white dude dubbing over a ton of Asian people. Now, you're gonna hear me saying this and be like, but LittleKuriboh, you're LittleKuriboh. And yeah, that's why it's a guilty pleasure, because I'm that guy. I feel the guilt very personally and specifically, because I'm some white dude that dubbed over a ton of Asian characters and was like, I'm funny. And that's why it's a guilty pleasure for me. I acknowledge that Everybody else loves this movie, and I love this movie, and it's a guilty pleasure. Indeed, Crimson Nova, I totally agree. Why level 2 when it can level 3? Porque no los dos levels. But yeah, no, I hope you understand why I might be like, ooh, a little bit guilt there. I feel a touch guilty about that. But I do think, you know, much like a lot of you, there's a lot of quotable bits in that movie. There are also a lot of jokes that go on way too long, which, again, I think applies to me. Asian, Joey is from New York. That's true. From New York, Japan. New York City, Japan. Yeah, I mean, Dr. Haminator, yeah. It's not straight up a one-to-one, oh, this is offensive. I just am like, oh, if anybody tried doing this now. Josh Bunton. Thank you for the 69 bits. Never feel bad for Kung Pao. It's great for its time. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, the reason I feel guilty and still enjoy it is because, yeah, I still enjoy it, and I think it's a funny movie. I can unfortunately see all of the issues with it very clearly. Like, just imagine, even in a comedy, if somebody released a movie today where it was like, yeah, I superimposed a white guy's face onto this Asian actor's body. Because that's what they did. And I don't think that it's inherently offensively racist to do that for that movie. But imagine if it was just very casually in a trailer that came out. Imagine, Vampiro, thank you for the no redeem. Imagine if a trailer came out and you saw a white guy's face and he was made up to match the body of the Asian actor. It would just be an issue. Heron Shield, thank you for resubscribing with Prime for 33 months there. I do appreciate your almost 3 years of sub. Thank you so much. Much obliged, Heron. Are you shielding me from herons, or are you just a heron in the form of a shield? Yu-Gi-Oh's getting there. He's got like maybe 2 more guys to kill. 1 more guy. Wait, he did it. Hey! Go Ace. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! With the Super Ace bonus. Increased universal effect of Ace bonus. Morale and Soi from 5 to 10. Credits on kill from 10% to 30%. Yeah!
The net, and it's tiny. Yeah, tiny net.
Yeah, no, as a guy who has done lots of Kung Pao references in his videos, I can't be like, oh, it's a bad, offensive, bad movie. No, I love that movie. Guiltily. Humble Pie, I'm cheating a bit since it's an Adam Sandler movie, but another guilty pleasure I feel I like is That's My Boy with Andy Samberg. I've not seen it. Heron Shield, I logged in just to check if I was still subbed, and when I opened your stream, first thing I see is a Superman ad. Is that bad? Are you concerned? Have I sold out to Big Superman? Big Superman. Alright, I guess now that we've got the Super Ace for Yu-Gi-Oh! We can move on to the next guy, which I believe is Combattler. Ja Bungle, you're not wrong. I understand where you're coming from, and please, when I say this stuff, you don't have to necessarily defend the action that Steve Odekirk did, because I get it, you know, it was a stupid, fun idea, you know? I just think there are elements of it that might be, you know, these days, seen very differently. Like, for example, people would probably say, well, why does it have to be that guy? Why can't they get a funny Asian actor to do it? Which, you know, it would be a whole other thing. Anyway, let's not get too far into it, because I'm talking about a theoretical situation. Now I feel like watching Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. You will find no peace from watching that movie. Early aughts comedy was a wild time, and while Kung Pao has its blemishes, it could have easily been scary movie levels of offensive. You know what? That's another guilty pleasure. No, you know what? I say that I haven't seen Scary Movie in a long time, so it's probably not a pleasure anymore. Because I know it is a bit, it's a bit transphobic. If I remember rightly. What am I doing here? Having said that, it introduced me to my major crush in Anna Faris, who I think is great. Kablooey Killers, K16, you're here for the Super Kablooey Wars. I appreciate it. Well, shit. Now Hyoma's got no... Hang on. We can fix this. Yeah, probably Dr. Haminator. There was a lot of that. There was a lot of that. I do remember that. I know a group of my friends watched it recently without me. Not that they didn't invite me. I wasn't a part of it. They watched it recently and they were genuinely shocked by how much it just was just like punching down on gay and trans people. And you know, ultimately, I think people knew that it was doing that back in the day, but back then we had little awareness of what that meant. Anna Faris is the only one who can expertly play a dumbass in any movie. I agree, she's great. It's very rare that you see an actress willing to do stuff like that and be funny while doing it. If you've ever seen the movie Smiley Face, I actually think Anna Faris is brilliant in that, and it's almost entirely her, and she just has to be stoned the whole movie. For those of you who don't know what Smiley Face is, it's a movie where Anna Faris plays a character who she's an actress in LA, and she's living with a roommate, and she accidentally eats a bunch of cupcakes that he left out, and they all had weed in. And she has to go to an audition, and audition while stoned off her ass. And the high lasts her the whole day, which is a little unrealistic, but considering how much she had, I guess it's believable. What am I doing? I think I'm trying to, here we go. No, hang on. Yeah, boost the EXE of you, and then you can boost the EXE again. And then we can restore action. Yeah, if you like Anna Faris, I think that's a really good example of her comedy skills, and also her ability to be, like you say, a dumbass. What am I doing? Over here. I think she's tremendous. Shit. Hang on. Prospect. Here we go. And then we can Spirit. And then we can X. And then we can do that. The House Bunny. One detail I know about Anna Faris in The House Bunny, and you'll have to forgive me for knowing this, but there was a scene in that movie where she shows her butt. And originally they were going to have a body double for it, but they didn't have one. And so she just did it. So when she shows her butt in that movie, it's just her butt. Sorry to any of you that, you know, are like, why do you know this, LittleKuriboh? Yeah, I know things about butts. I know about cinema and I know about butts. And nothing in between. What is happening, Combat Lair? Why can't you kill anybody? Do you have any silly units to deploy here, like how Far killed God? I think if we deployed silly units at this point in the game, we'd be just wasting everybody's time, unfortunately. They don't just hand out those butt hats to anyone. It's true, you have to go through a rigorous course of butt examination. Ha 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 ha. You'd be more surprised if I didn't know that. Yeah, right? Anna Faris, very funny individual. And I recommend checking out Smiley Face. V-Laser. There we go. Can I do it with a Twin Lancer? Yeah. I do examine them vigorously. You'll have to forgive me for the derriere detective skills that I have. You want to get Giant Sangyung to Super Ace, but it's admittedly a slog. Yeah, no, I bet. There's so many units, and there's only a select number of enemies. I guess you can just keep doing them in the fronts and everything, but... I don't see Combatler V getting to 300 kills, but it won't stop me from trying. I just realized that the screen is still on. Hang on. I'll be right back 1 sec. I have to fix something. I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to go turn something off that I'd left on by mistake. I say by mistake. I left it on intentionally, and then when it came time to turn it off, I forgot to do so. So that's the mistake. Exciting updates from Kuriboh Land. The Laser. The Grand Dasher. The Super EM Spin. I'd be very upset if I had a Poirot-style mustache. How would that look on a Kuriboh? That would be weird. Ugh. Just a Kuriboh mustache generally sounds weird. Let's boost your EXC, baby. Okay. What now? I'm so excited for that Kamen Rider Zetsu. Kamen Rider Zet! You basically have a mustache, the lines are there for it. It's true. You could certainly argue that that is mustache-y. Yeah, I guess it is. That does look, you know, yeah, that does look like a mustache, doesn't it? I kind of do look like an old man. Alright, what are we doing? Atomic Banner. We have 8 units left. 7 now, I think. Yes. It's very cool. And now... Ga 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 ga. No. Here we go. There we go. There we go. And now we're ready to do this. There we go. Combattler V. What the fuck? Oh, the Twin Lancer can't reach. There we go. Ja, Bungle, I like to groom my facial hair into ridiculous forms to annoy my wife, but I can't get a pencil-thin mustache. I so want to rock a John Waters style, but my 5 o'clock shadow ruins it within a day. Oh no. John Waters is a difficult fellow to emulate for various reasons. But yeah, no. He's got that mustache on point. I also have a frustrating 5 o'clock shadow situation where if I don't shave for a few hours, suddenly tiny hairs sprout everywhere. I have like Santa Claus, Tim Allen situation going on. Or alternatively, Steve Carell in Evan Almighty, which, you know, they both did the same, oh, my beard keeps growing back joke. Man, I remember when Evan Almighty was coming out, and I was going through a phase where I was going to the movies all the time, and so I was seeing all these trailers all the time. And the one gag that always got a laugh in the Evan Almighty trailer was, I can't shave. If I shave, my hair just grows back. Well, that's what happens when I shave, and then I shave again! Which, admittedly, is kind of funny, but when you hear it the 12th time, and everybody still laughs, I want to tell everybody, this movie's gonna be bad! It's not going to be a good movie. Stop getting your hopes up. How dare you laugh? How dare you find funny? How dare you disagree?
Brooklyn Rage!
Yeah, gives me the Brooklyn Rage, Fluttershy friend. Thank you so much, Fluttershy. My favorite of the ponies. For expressing anger. Appreciate it, Flutter. Oh, shit. Didn't work. Oh, we can still go. It's okay.
You got a great butt.
Mushroom Man, Mushroom Man, Mushroom Man. Thank you so much. Room Man, for subscribing with Prime there. I do appreciate it. thank you for the 8 months of Prime sub. You love My Little Pony and Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. I am so grateful that you love the Yu-Gi-Oh! And thank you so much for also sharing your love of My Little Pony. I hope you're doing well today. What's going on, Kiriko? You're usually so powerful. Are you not powerful? Evan Almighty was the definition of a movie getting greenlit for no reason other than this one scene was popular and we want to drag it out as much as possible from the first movie. I wonder if they were really hoping they could get Jim Carrey back, and then I feel like that must have been like, we want a Bruce Almighty sequel, but Jim Carrey won't do sequels. I'm sorry to hear that, Fluttershy friend. I hope things improve for you. I'm sorry that you have to go through that. You're very strong to get through those treatments. Mushroom Man, thank you for resubscribing with Prime for 8 months. I do appreciate it. Every deck should have one of you. The Mushroom Man. Alright, we have 2 more units to take out. And Kiriko is close to finishing the job here. Fluttershy friend, thank you for cashing in your star chips for a doodle la 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 la, doodle la la la, doodle la, doodle la la la. I'm actually going to go AFK for 1 second while I deal with some stuff IRL.
Please crush me.
I will crush you, Mushroom Man. Even I got better cards than Mushroom Man, despite what Yoog says. Yoog!
No matter what.
I'm going to go AFK to take care of some real life stuff for a couple of minutes. I won't be long. Be right back. Fluttershy friend, thank you for the no matter what. And I'm back again. Music is buzzing. I'm glad you like it, Mushroom. Are you a magic mushroom? Magic. Alright, let me get back on the screen, I swear to God. And then we'll finish this mission, baby. Ah. You don't mind if I call you baby, do you? I hope nobody here minds if I call them baby, because I'm going to collectively call you baby. Thank you, Fluttershy friend. Thank you, K16. I appreciate it. Thanks for having my 6, K16. Alright, we now have 2 units left. And I assume there'll be more stuff, because this has been a random fight, if otherwise. You grabbing something, man? You said you needed your wallet? Oh, right, I forgot. Karika, thank you for the Ryu Taro's dance there. I do appreciate it. And thank you again for getting us on level 3 hype train before, guys. I do appreciate that as well. And we have one more unit, which is confusing, because there's been no indication that there is Blue Quest, but let's find out what happens. I assume that Cyclomidia, what's her name?
I've gotta get in there!
That's not her name either, Mushroom Man, but it's as close as I can remember. Thank you, Mushroom Man, for the gotta get in there. And Tails Saga, the other day I saw a video about Yu-Gi-Oh! Sacred Cards and learned there's an optional duel against Jean-Claude Magnum. Never knew that was a thing, at least I don't recall it. Can't say I remember anything about Sacred Cards myself. Alright, well let's send you back up here, I guess. Just in case. Alright, Kiriko, Yu-Gi-Oh! And Combatler soloing this, except not solo. Alright.
We did it! We won!
It's too soon to say that.
The malice shrouding this island isn't gone.
What's our move, Commander Mitsuba?
I doubt this is the end of Cyclamenos' offensive. All units remain on standby. Keep a sharp eye on your surroundings.
No matter what.
What the fuck? Fluttershy friend, no matter what. Thank you. Holy cow, he's here? Why is he here?
This ancient power. Perhaps I do not have the right to say this, but it is not something I am happy to see. Still, it is perhaps well suited to an ancient ruler who seeks to pluck out this new power. If you cannot overcome it, you have no future. How shall this go, Kaiba Corp?
Alright, what? Reach next turn's ally phase. Alright, I think I can do that.
Tell me!
I'm telling you, Jean Bungle. I guess I'll just end the thing? Alright. Yeah. Oh no.
Dimensional boundaries are being distorted over a wide area.
What the fuck?
We're surrounded.
So not only can she send in as many reinforcements as she likes, she can put them wherever she pleases?
Guess she's decided to be tricky now that she knows she can't win coming straight at us.
Well, still, this situation is bad.
We can't just let her do whatever or we're in big trouble. Ugh.
Captain. Oh, titties!
That's...
Kablam! Titty beam! Titty beam! Titty beam! What?
Stamen Beetals. Bitals? I don't know. Wow, so it was hiding away calling for reinforcements. Nicely done seeing through that, Chief Maybe. No, it wasn't me.
So then it was.
It was me!
Orchidacia.
I chose to do this. You owe me nothing. Hurry, the Stamen Vitals will summon more reinforcements 2 minutes from now. Since this is Cyclamenos, I am sure she will summon even greater numbers.
Sorry, I gotta respond to a message real quick. Sorry about that. Just wanted to make sure I responded to that without forgetting. I have terrible memory.
Since this is Cyclamenos, I'm sure she will summon even greater numbers. So if we can't take out all the Stamen Vitals in 2 minutes, we're in trouble.
Thank you, Orchidicea.
You did well enough. You did enough. We'll be fine now. Good. Then it's up to you.
Varshio with the cheeky memory joke.
All units, you heard it yourselves. Eliminate all the Stamen Vitals in 2 minutes or we're going to be defeated. Break through whatever is in your way and focus fire on the Stamen Vitals.
I think. Stamen Vitals?
Show me you can, Kybercorp. Show me you're worthy to face Cyclamenos in Battledos.
That almost sounds like it rhymes, and it also encouraging.
We have Blue Quest. Defeat all Stamen Vitals. Beetles? I'm just going to kill those guys then. I'm not going to focus on killing all the other units. I know that I said I wanted, like, Combattler V to get to 300. And I guess he could if I focused on that. But, it just seems like we could get through this quest quicker. And that would mean that we'd get to the end of the game quicker. And I think that's what we all want to do. So let's do that. Is Train Kid deployed? I'm going to level him up till he has a body count like a poorly planned railroad crossing.
No such thing.
He is not deployed, I don't think. Does anyone else's cat not understand the concept of windows? She tries to nuzzle my fingers through the window. My cat Pepper, he will decide that if I'm behind something, that it's time to play. Like if I'm just out of reach. There was one time when I was in the recording booth and I got a video of Pepper staring at me through it, and he was so sad that he couldn't get to me. It was very funny. He's a funny guy. I don't think we can kill this guy in one go here. And that's okay, though. Holy shit. I see why this could be a bit tricky. Let's do what we can, the best we can, as they say in this game all the time, like forever, always. Never stop saying it. Still not gonna kill him. Okay. Makes sense, given that, you know, he's probably got that resistance thing. What do you call it? Potential? Alright. It's gonna take some doing. I did not clock that it was gonna be this tough, actually. Ha 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 ha. Okay.
Oh, I have dialogue. Thank you, Orchidicea. I won't ask why it is you chose to help us, but we will take your will and rise to overcome Aus.
Yeah, good luck. Okay. Oh, I think I understand what Orchidicea supposedly did, which is she revealed those Stamen things. She didn't, like, summon them, right? She was like, these are the guys you need to kill. Okay, I think I get what happened now. I was so confused. At least for a minute. Come on now. That's not what we want to do. I know, I'm probably doing this all wrong. But it wouldn't be one of my streams if I wasn't doing things wrong. You love games like Plants vs. Zombies, you love the strategy elements. Those, yeah, Plants vs. Zombies, tower defense stuff, I've dabbled in. I certainly enjoyed Plants vs. Zombies. I haven't played many of the others. This is difficult. This one, this is hard. This guy is not dying. We have to do this in 2 turns? Alright. I guess I'll move away for now. Let somebody else kill it. Because we have Combattler over here. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Let's try the Twin Lancer. No. Let's try the biggest one. Super EM Spin. It's still not going to kill him. Okay. Jeez, oh. Jeez, oh. I thought this was going to be easier than it was. But that's always my mistake, isn't it? It's never easy. Come on, bro. There we go. Kiriko gets the kill. Fluttershy friend, yeah, a lot of those games are kind of like you have to think one step ahead. I'm usually pretty bad at thinking one step ahead. I'm good at thinking half a step ahead. Oh, there's only 3 of them I need to kill. Okay, so that's not so bad. I thought I had to kill 4 of them, but there's only 3. And there's a shit ton of people around this guy, so it won't actually be that bad. I thought it was going to be difficult. It won't be so difficult. It won't be easy. But it's doable. We still have Shin Get a Dragon to bust out as well, so we know we're not completely out of options. Me. Jarbungle, I'm on a squad-based tactics kick. Oh, hell yeah. You're gonna tackle Wasteland 2. What other games are you... What other squad-based tactics games have you been playing? You like them XCOM games? Do those count? What am I doing? What am I doing? Is Kiriko still functional? He is. Okay. I'm sorry you lost there, Fluttershy. It's the easy come, easy go sometimes. The luck of the draw. Oh shit, he's gonna kill me. Let's try not to let that happen. Alright, we did a little bit of damage. Nothing incredible. We could still do a little bit more. It's just gonna potentially kill me if I'm not careful. Alright, Kiriko, get out there. And then let's... Has this got people on it? It does, okay. Let's try and fly you over there. Whatever. Kill whoever. Jean Bungle, that series is like my white whale. It took me years to beat Wasteland 1 when it wasn't commercially available due to a horrible autosave on the Apple II version I was emulating. I've never played a Wasteland game. My understanding is they were kind of like Fallout, at least in the setting-wise. The apocalyptic setting has comparisons drawn to Fallout. I, myself, don't know what those games are about. So feel free to take a moment, if you wish, to sell me on Wasteland. Let's go with Mikazuki. Are they like RPGs, or are they just straight up squad-based tactics games with, like, minimal story? Because I was always intrigued by them because of them being kind of Fallout-ish. Is he gonna kill me? He can't kill me. Give him another turn, please. Can you do that? Shit. Okay. We need more EXC, which we can't do very easily. Oh, he's right there. Look at that. That's annoying. Okay. Isn't there another ship? There's this one over here. I don't think we're gonna get it over there. No, we won't. Okay. There's too many things. I need to play Planetscape Torment on stream, because that looks like the kind of game that I'd have a lot of fun with. Thank you, Nage, for the high up redeem. We are indeed getting high up, at least in the amount of damage we're doing. We're doing our best. Jarbungle, Wasteland isn't like Fallout. Fallout is like Wasteland. Fallout would have been a Wasteland sequel if they'd been able to get the rights. They dropped cameos of Wasteland characters like Fat Freddy in Fallout. Oh, my bad. I've come across a Deadpool is like a Slade situation. What's his name? Anyway. I should stop trying to make references to things that I'm not entirely sure I know what I'm saying. And here we go. It's one of your all-time favorites. I heard it was a major influence on Disco Elysium. No, I will believe it. Deathstroke. There you go. That's what I meant. Fucking... Yeah, Planetscape Torment, I tried playing on my iPad, I think, and I struggled with it. But I would love to play it on stream sometime because I feel like that would be a really fun game to play together and read out loud. Because I think it would force me to really think about what I was doing. I don't tend to think about things very often. For example, you've seen me play this game. I obviously don't think much. I just do. Oh, Amuro, don't die. That would suck. Wasteland is an RPG with squad-based gameplay. Although less so in Wasteland 1, which is absolutely ancient. The original makes up for the primitive graphics with text descriptions like rat exploded like a blood sausage. That's awesome. We love the good flavor text. And blood sausage is a specific flavor. Let's see if we can survive this. All range attack, and that'll do it. Rat, rat, rat. Nice. Okay. Now it's just this guy down here, who I don't think Amuro's going to get to. But we can kill. We can attack one of these guys at least. Oh, that's awesome, Jar. I need to check those games out then in that case. That sounds like a lot of fun. Okay, we have the attendant over here, and then we're done. So let's... Who are the stronger units that we have left? I guess we have Ryusei over here. We can use the SRX. Oh, he's not quite there, is he? Oh, he's too close now. There's a little bit of wiggle room. And we do love the wiggle room. I wish there was a room dedicated to wiggling. Oh shit, SRX, don't die. Yeah, J-Decker. Okay, we did a little wee bit of damage. It's not very impressive, but it's gonna get us through this. We just gotta be careful. Don't die is the main thing. I'd rather not. Slowly chipping away. Meh, meh, meh. Just occasionally. Meh, meh, meh. Oh, I should have dodged. I apologize. He's got a barrier. It's okay. It's not good, though. Let's watch out for that. We have a Zuru. He could do some damage. He didn't need to do that. Full combination. Alright. Finally got numbers on the screen. Barrier critical. No! Izuru, no! Red 5 retreating. You'll have to take it from here, team. Okay, well, there had to be at least one casualty. Sorry, Izuru. That was unexpected on my part. I'm sorry. Oh, shit. Someone died. I did not expect that to happen, but it did. This enemy must be strong. Yeah, he fucked us. We did not think there was gonna be fucking, but the fucking happened. Let's do that. Alright, he is slowly getting there. Can't believe we lost Izuru right there. Okay, well. SRX, can you come in with any kind of assistance here? That was a mistake. I didn't mean to do that. I guess it's okay, though. Means we can do that. And we can also go for C. And go that, and then that. And we're getting there. It makes Kiriko angrier and more vengeful. This can be seen as a vote bonus. Also, random wiggle. Yeah, the wiggling. Commence the wiggling. And he is almost dead, but still not quite. TK Blaster's sword. He's gonna kill us if we're not careful. Alright, now we should be close to killing him. Ish. Do you have anything left? Love. You have love. Love to give. Alright, let's go, give them love. Alright. 2 more hits and I think we'll have him. We have Ernie. Here we go. Ernie McErninson. Small Goro, I love my job, but why does editing take all day? So exhausted. Yes. Many a long day and long night has been spent editing and feeling like you've got nothing done because you have very little to show for it. But I'm proud of you, Small. I'm proud of you, Goro. I'm proud of you, Goro-chan. You got this. Alright, now. 1 more hit. And we should be good. Let's do it with J Deca. Let's do it with J Deca. And that should do it. Let's go. Let's turn the animation on and watch it happen. Oh, that's cool, Small Goro.
Brave police, move out!
Roger that, boss. You're under arrest. You better give up, baby. I hope you don't mind me calling you baby. All right. Change, baby. Fire J Deca, Max Cannon mode. Gun Max, how's your energy? I still got some juice left. Charge up. Max Cannon fire.
You have the right to remain blown up. Hell yeah.
That's 1 case solved.
The case of the extra-dimensional threat. Alright, good job, J Deca.
All Stamen Vitals have been defeated. Vitals? Remaining enemy units are retreating like a bunch of bitches. They seem to be heading towards Mundaus Island, the home of bitches.
Mundaus Island, the largest island in the Black Ocean. You'd think we'd go there first, but no.
So that'll be our next battlefield. I've confirmed the dimensional boundary around Mundaus Island is stabilizing. It seems Cyclamenos is inviting us in.
Oh, that's why they didn't go there, because there was a barrier.
Does that mean Cyclamenos is there herself?
We'll have to go see for ourselves. The final battle is approaching. Cyclamenos and Kagaribi, the final piece to unlock this mystery. Hurry, please.
Chop, chop, come on. Dry Striga briefing room.
Boo!
Arcadia, does the fact that you came out mean...
Does it mean you're willing to help us?
She might have just come out to badmouth us and look down on us again.
Arcadia and Cyclamenos. It seems that those born of Aus don't see humans as worthy of treating equally with. What? Let me say this very slowly. It seems that those born of Aus, that is a group that is the subject of the sentence, don't see humans as worthy of treating equally with. Huh? It seems that those born of Aus don't see humans as worthy of treating equally with.
I feel like the with does not need to be there. Right? I feel like that with is just sort of invading. Get rid of that with and that sentence is fine.
But Arcadia... Thank you for your aid, Arcadia.
As I said before, I did it of my own volition. You need not thank me. Come on, just accept some thanks already. And put on a bra.
Don't say that, Yu-Gi-Oh! We don't want her to do that.
It's fine, I said it to be heard.
Kamen Rider? You would oppose me even in a place like this?
Honestly, Orchidacia, now's as good as ever, so let me say it. If you're just gonna meddle half-heartedly, you should stay out of things. I'm not gonna rely on help from someone who looks down on us.
I can't help but look down. These boobs weigh me down so much that I have to look down at things. It's a boob problem.
Yu-Gi-Oh is right. We have always been a gathering of people with shared ideals who came together to overcome their circumstances. And also Kiriko is here. The guardians of humanity must be people who love humanity.
There is a very real chance you cannot defeat Cyclamenos without my boobs. Would you risk all of humanity for your insignificant pride?
If it's clear that we really can't beat Cyclamenos,
Go ahead and do whatever you please with us, but help us.
That's not what you were just saying.
Hey, if it absolutely comes to it, we'll use every tool in our arsenal.
For that tool, you would offer your... take it to the hoop. Thank you, Vampiro. Thank you for taking it to the hoop. Take it to the boobs. For that tool, you would offer your lives, but what value has that?
Look, we might just be bugs in your eyes, especially me because I'm Kamen Rider, but our lives are the last and final ace in the hole we've got.
if that happens, I will go with Yu-Gi-Oh.
Mitsuba.
To do as I please with two of the most hateful of all those who refuse to serve me. Honestly, an appealing proposal. Certainly worth more than a Pixar movie. Certainly worth more than Up. Certainly worth more than Toy Story 4.
Orchidacia, for all that you've said, aren't you one of Cyclamenos' targets yourself?
Oh. Rachel. Sorry, just every time Orchidacia has nothing to say, she just goes, boo.
Purge all that refuse to heed your will. That's what Oust does, isn't it? Help us out at least until we defeat Cyclamenos.
Ooh.
If you feel like it. You can even tell us why you keep going "Boo," and why you don't obey Cyclamenos. Though I've mostly figured it out, I think. I'd like to hear it from you.
I refuse to speak on that subject. If you ask me, I will just go, boo.
Will you help us, though?
Boo.
Blah.
Maybe.
Yes?
Blah. I dislike appearing in this fashion. Oh shit! I dislike having giant titties. Craft a body for me to use as a vessel.
Easily done. I can get something simple ready for you very quickly, and something simp-worthy. Orchidacia.
Thanks, Orchidacia. You can even be a member of the Kaiba Corp. How about starting as a cadet? Huh?
I have no intention of being any such thing. I am one of Aus, and I am no friend of the people of Earth.
You've got such a lovely set of tits.
It's a shame your huge tits get in the way of them.
Wait, your tits are so big, they get in the way of your tits. Oh my god. Hey, come on, you're supposed to blush and get mad and embarrassed, right? Come on! Accept my harassment!
Looks like it doesn't mean a thing coming from you, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Now, if Daba or Amuro or Hey Guy had said it, the actually attractive guys.
That hurts, but I can't deny it. I am not attractive. I am just so beautiful. And I have this beautiful character design. But no, clearly all those guys are hotties, and I'm not.
It matters not. None of your words can move these boobas. I am one of Aus. Just as beasts and humans cannot converse, neither can we speak.
An odd line from one who became so enraged by our words before. Huh? I am rubber, you are glue.
He got me.
There's no better or worse when it comes to hearts. Now that we're comrades, I'm happy to have you, Orchidacia.
Give us a real big smile once we've taken down Cyclamenos, yeah?
Shut up! Shut up!
Yeah, guess I was hoping for too much for the noble lady of Ouse to give us some tsundere.
Stop it already, Yukio. Orchidea is one of us from now on.
Yeah, but I'm gonna fuck her.
One of you? Am I? More importantly, Mitsuba, do you now see the fearsomeness of Aus? Of Cyclamenos? The next gate has opened. Pass through it and even greater foes will await you. Will you go even so? Ready to go, Count Zero? Kamen Rider Agito?
Yes. Still, we won't be going in without a plan.
Oh?
Cyclamenos and Kagaribi, and the secret to her resurrection. The answer to that riddle is close at hand.
Imagine dry heaving by boom. I like to think of it as that, you know that bit from Futurama where there's the what if episode where Bender becomes human and then they're rolling his giant body around and it goes woo. That's what her boobs are doing.
Very well, then show me how far your struggles will take you. Whee!
Well, guess we got a mildly scary new ally.
Can we trust her?
I'm not sure that makes sense for me to say, but still. If something happens, it happens. Honestly, we need all the help we can get. Also, I really want to fuck her. Hi, Mitsuba. Captain, did you hear that shit?
Give the order to resupply and do maintenance. I'll be attending a fucking meeting.
A fucking meeting?
It's a suggestion from Chief Mavie. There's something we need to do before our final battle.
Fucking?
Orchidea says your supporter. Wild. I could drink beer and eat food all day, but you already did that as a robot, but now it's bad for me. I do enjoy that episode. Come shake your body, baby, do that conga. Don't you try and control yourself any longer. That was also the one where Fry wondered if life was like a video game. Yes, Crimson Nova, and that might have been the first televised reference, or the first mainstream reference to All Your Base Belong to Us in that episode. Which is wild when you think about it, that Futurama was around during a time when All Your Base was a current meme. You got the Gundam TCG decks today, Lightning Kyoto, hell yeah, where'd you get them from? Are they in all good stores? Well, that's awesome, way to go. I'm excited for you.
Modern day warrior, mean stride. Today's Tom Sawyer, mean pride. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow.
Futurama, I feel, has given us a lot more memes than The Simpsons, even though The Simpsons has given us a plethora of memes. I feel like Futurama is a little bit more meme-worthy. Not to suggest that means it's a better show, but more memes. Reminder, let's view Archie's support skills. Yes, good call. Let's check out our supporters.
Where are you, Orchidea? Ouse's favor! Woo!
A local game shop. Oh, hell yeah. You got the Xeon Rush and Wings of Advance. When did the card game start coming out? Oh, another Jima. My one regret is playing Zero Wing as a kid once, but not sticking around long enough to watch the intro. Oh, man. You would have seen history. It came out today. Oh, hell yeah. Plus Max EXC. Plus 1 EXC to Mitsuba for every 10 enemies destroyed by allies. I mean, that's good. What is plus Max EXC? What is that? Does that just mean you maximize everyone's EXC? Or you maximize the unit's EXC? It is strong. I don't know what to replace it with. I guess maybe Poo Poo? Maybe Mokona? Honestly, maybe I'll replace one of the guys that I never fucking use, like David and Batson. Plus 1 morale on top of base morale gain from taking damage, but that's good. So who don't we use? I guess we ultimately don't really use Chan and Beltor Chica. Maximize the butts. CC Takato, you're speaking my language. Please, yes. Enhance. David can go. David can go. Or Rowdy Cheer. But Rowdy Cheer gives us wall. And look at them, they're our friends. How could you reject them outright? Activates the love spirit. The cost of bravery and love spirits are reduced by 5. I mean, that's also very valuable. Yeah, no, let's... You don't even feel threatened. You're right. You know what, Varshio? You're right. We don't feel threatened. From these 3 guys to these 2 boobs. Look at her down there.
Hello, I'm down here.
So small. Alright. She could use the support, to be honest. Alright, let's save now that we've changed the support. We're doing it. Alright, mission. Weavers of Hate. Oh, they're weaving hate. Is it Sigourney Weaver? Alright, Weavers of Hate. To understand Cyclamenos, the team invites an unexpected third party. I'm guessing it's, Orchidacea? Or, no, that's not unexpected at this point. Moving to the mission point, Mundaus. Brr, oh, it's Ultraman, the Land of Light. Sunday morning rain, thank you for Ore Sanjoing. The Sunday morning rain is here on a Friday. I feel very blessed.
I'm begging you to forgive me, oh great Cyclamenos.
Look at those tits, though. Those tits... I mean, honestly, I think it's just the angle, but it almost looks like they are at odds with each other. Those tits are like enemies. We're talking about tits a lot today. What's her face is small, but she can inflate her face to a ridiculous degree. Who dat?
I bless the grains down in Africa. I can still do something. I'm gonna figure out some way to make the Kybercorp regret they ever met me. Just please, please, please don't kill me.
Did you grovel like that before Orchidacea? Is that how you earned her mercy?
I mean, Orchidacea didn't really buy it. But Mitsuba stepped in and...
Even as a servant, you represent ours. How dare you beg before mere earthlings?
I'm so sorry, please forgive me. That's what makes Earthlings...
Makes earthlings what?
Nothing, no great one.
The Kybercorp will be at the entrance soon. Go and meet them.
Lightning Kyoto. The cards are pretty, and you get a bonus pack with 1 card in that is an alt art of one of the 16 cards too. Aw, dope. I'll have to go see if I can find them, although I don't have much money for cards.
Great one.
The Great One!
Your goddess has limited patience. You will only have 1 second chance, Iris.
Yes, sir, great one.
One-on-one with the Great One!
Made it out of another Terra session alive. Is this just going to be my life forever?
Oh, poor Iris. $15 US at the shop you went to. Still, it adds up for me. There's also the Ultraman card game, which is out now, and I'm just like, oh, I want to collect them.
So when you put it all together, I think we've got our answer nailed down. I see. With this, we filled in the missing piece of the black-haired woman's retribution. I gotta say, I would never have worked this out by myself. Thanks for all your input, everyone.
Of course. Did Callan really help all that much? What? Fuck off. Maybe not as much as the rest of you, but... But what Callan said about having something taken from you and feeling sad and angry was the linchpin of the whole thing. Huh? Thank you as well, Renee. I know that was hard to talk about.
That's the kind of anger that's just easy to let out.
But there are deeper wounds.
I know how that feels. All the ladies.
But she's so holier than thou, literally.
Ours called themselves the Divine Civilization. Even being defeated at the hands of the Questers didn't lessen their sense of superiority.
Maybe that defeat is exactly what's driving her. It's why why Kagaribi's heart was crushed so badly in the story.
Okay, so they're talking about her because she's like a jilted lover in the story, and so that's what's driving her, and so they have to look at this from the perspective of a woman who's had her heart broken, I'm guessing?
I have to admit,
I have to admit, that does make me feel a bit sorry for her.
Yes. It really is a devastating loss that we lost James Carter Cathcart yesterday. I was stunned. I was really floored by that. That's such an incredible loss. I mean, to say nothing of his talent just as a script adapter, because obviously he worked on a lot of dub scripts that we all enjoyed. His performances, not just in the Pokemon dub, but in the Yu-Gi-Oh dub, are so special and very memorable, and an important part of what makes that dub so entertaining. It's a woman scorned. I see some nameless punk. Okay. But yes, rest in peace, James Carter Cathcart. I had the privilege and the honor of meeting him briefly at a convention once, and it was very clear that he was a very bright soul, and people around him loved him. And yes, it's a huge loss, a lot of pain.
We should try to make some effort to offer her peace. We may not have the chance. That Flosteos thing was way beyond the Ultim Fini. She could have destroyed the Earth if she wished. It's not even inconceivable that she could have eliminated the Questers. Maybe there was a reason she didn't. Or rather, couldn't. Like what? I've been looking into that since we learned who Cyclamenos is. And what it looks like is that Cyclamenos has been asleep in the centuries since the black-haired woman's retribution took place.
Then someone must have awakened her, right? I killed God.
That's the theory. I don't know if it's right, but if it is, I think I know who gave her the wake-up call. So I have someone I'd like all of you to meet. It's someone who might be able to help us out in that regard. Do we know this person? Oh, you've crossed paths. Anyway, we're just about there.
Chief Mavie, Sayako is already there. I'll let her know.
Thanks. Where's our friend?
With Sayako, and in a cooperative mood, according to her report.
Sayaka was investigating separately from the Kaiba Corp, right?
Who the fuck are you?
Right. Focusing mainly on Zilkstan-related targets.
Yeah, I know who that is. Yeah. Who are you? How do we... Oh, you're a code yeah. Okay. From what I've heard, even after it all ended, she had a lot on her plate to do, but...
Apparently, she was working on some things for Mavie on the side. So, Captain, that takes care of all the prep work. Very well. Once we've heard from Sayako, we'll head for Mundaus Island and finish this once and for all.
Dear God. There was a lot of chatting. Scooby-dooby-dooby-dooby-dooby-dooby-doo. Weavers of Hate. I weaved you a nice hateful jumper. So many guys. Well, geez. All right. Is there any map you wouldn't like to touch?
Stay away, Mitsupa.
Oh, but we're not gonna. I mean, I don't think there's much point in trying to get anybody else to Super Race except for some of these top guys. So let's just go. I mean, it's going to be the same people. The same people with the high kill score are going to be the same people who have a lot of EXP. I guess except for the newest recruits, but anyway. Varshio, we have 30 fucking units. Okay. Varshio, now imagine this number of mobs spawning infinitely. That's basically one game's second to last stage. Infinitely? Until a certain thing happens, I'm guessing? Oh my goodness. Okay. We have an hour and a half before I have to be done with the stream, so we have time. I don't think we're going to finish the game today. Not at all, but... we're going to get closer, which means the next stream, the next time we play this on stream, I'm going to finish the game, probably. We'll see. Mundaus Island, the main island in the Black Ocean. It's got a different feel compared to the other islands around here. This island is likely Aus's base of operations. Seems like our enemy's been waiting for us.
Mitsuba. Iris, there you are. Yep, I'm here. I'm the great Cyclamenos' favorite servant.
Iris, Is this what you really want?
You were ordered to stand in our way, weren't you?
We're not going to fight you if you don't want to fight. Leave now. I'm not the same guy as that other guy. Of your own volition. If you do, we won't follow.
Why are you telling me all this?
Because we're like you. We're cute.
The thing is, we're not going to roll over and obey just because we were created by Aus.
So if you don't want to fight either, we can...
What are you, stupid? I'm not falling for that old gag. The great Cyclamenos is gonna rule the whole wide universe, and you're all just gonna get wiped off the map. Weep.
This little... We tried our best. If she won't listen, we're wasting our breath. She doesn't have anywhere else to go, so she's hanging on for her dear life to what she has.
Like Karasa and Melissa. If we have to fight, then we have to win. All units commence attack. Eliminate Iris's group so we can force Cyclamenos out. Actually, you skipped a pretty important step. Be careful, everyone.
Alright, we have Orange Quest. We're suspend saving. And we're gonna support. We got Tekadan. Okay, explain. How does Aus's favor work? It's max EXC? I don't know if anybody explained it in the chat, but does that mean everybody gets max EXC, which seems crazy? Or does it mean that this one unit gets EXC? Which honestly seems like a shitty power if that's what it is. Poo-poo. You don't know. Okay. I'm gonna Google it. Just so I know. Orchidacea. Max EXC. No. This is not what I asked. Supporters. Orchidacea plus max EXC. It doesn't explain. Even +5 equals 2 to 3 additional turns. I guess it is very yeah, and it would seem absurd if it was everybody, so... I don't understand, but it sounds like Mitsuba gets max EXC. Yeah, I think that's what it would be, so I'm gonna avoid doing it just yet, because I don't need to do it yet. And everybody else, we're good. Okay. So we've Tekadan'd, and we've poo-pooed. Wait, didn't we replace these guys? Am I... Oh, no, that's right. We replaced the guy that gave us the wall. We replaced those guys. All right. Anyway, let's go. We've got a mission to finish, and I'd like to finish it. I did remove boss. You're absolutely right. James Bond. James Bond Jr. We've got this. Honestly, even if I just start killing people as Shin Get a Dragon right now... Actually, how many does Combattler need to get Super Ace? He still needs more than what we've got. I don't think there's any way to do it this time around. And I know if he would only have to kill a few of them, I guess, but let's see what we can do. Someone else remembers that show. I absolutely do. If it was a cringy, cheesy 90s cartoon, I probably remember it, as long as it aired in the UK. James Bond. James Bond Jr. The name's Bond. James Bond Jr. The name's Bond Jr. James Bond Jr. Does he say that? He doesn't, does he? All right, Hyoma, I didn't mean to play your animation. Scoop, scoop, scoop. Scoop-a-dee-doo. I love Combattler V. Nobody can stop me from loving Combattler V. No, I never did see Mummies Alive, and I'll be honest, I think Mummies Alive might have been a bit late into the 90s for me. In fact, I don't even know if it aired in the UK. Did it? I don't recall seeing it. I know it was big in Canada, but I don't think that translated over to the UK, but I could be wrong. I could be entirely wrong about that. Pepper, are you okay, buddy? Are you drunk? Buddy, are you doing better than you were? Hi, mister. Come on, buddy. You wanna come up? Come on. Hi, it's me. You wanna come up? Come on.
There you go. I knew you could do it, buddy. I didn't want to pick you up because I don't want to startle you.
A similar plot to Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay. Hang on. Now I've got to Google the plot of Mummies Alive. Da 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 da. While Pepper is getting settled in, I'm gonna Google Mummies Alive. So you say it has a similar plot to Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's look this up. Plot. In ancient Egypt, so far so good, an evil sorcerer named Scarab kills the pharaoh's son, Prince Rapses, to become immortal. Entombed alive for his crime, Scarab revives in the modern world and begins his search for Rapses' reincarnation, a San Francisco-dwelling boy named Presley Carnarvon, to retrieve the spirit of Rapses so he can become immortal. Rapses, Presley's bodyguards, Jakal, Wrath, Armon, and Nefertina, along with Rapses' cat Kati, awake from the dead to protect him from the Scarab. They use the power of Ra to transform into powerful guardians. You know what? Yeah, it's definitely Yu-Gi-Oh! Reminiscent. If Yu-Gi-Oh! Was set in San Francisco, which, let's be honest, the amount of gay in Yu-Gi-Oh! It may as well. It would basically be Mummies Alive. Yeah, I think, honestly, any show that involves mummies in modern day could be related to Yu-Gi-Oh! But, you know, I don't think Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the first thing to be like, what if there was mummies? But I guess Mummies Alive came before Yu-Gi-Oh! Anyway, so... I actually used to get asked that a lot about Mummies Alive. People would always be like, have you seen Mummies Alive? And I'd be like, no. It's always kind of a letdown. Everybody wants to hear my opinion on Mummies Alive, and I'm like, I don't have one. I don't know it. It had a very anime-inspired style. Oh, for real. Lord Carnarvon. Is that right? Not familiar. Never met him. Never met this lord. Yeah, I am lord. Scuba-de-doo. Alright. One or two. Zarbon, 2 or 3 more. K16, actually, I'd argue that Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the first series that did it. The Yu-Gi-Oh! First series did it first. Mummies Alive is pretty modern. I mean, I'm sure Yu-Gi-Oh! The manga probably came first. When did Mummies Alive come out? Let me look at this up. Mummies Alive. Mummies Alive is from 1997, which means that it basically was tied with Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! The manga came out in 1996. So yeah, I mean, technically Yu-Gi-Oh! Did it first. But I'd also argue that there were other things that did ancient Egypt in modern day before that shit. You could argue that Stargate is kind of Yu-Gi-Oh! Right? No, not at all. Alright, let's go. Mummies Alive was 97, yeah, apparently. I didn't realize. Oh, you mean Season 0. I see what you're saying. Well, Season 0 is even later than that, actually. Season 0 is from, like, 98, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, which I probably am. It's definitely coincidence. Yeah, it's definitely coincidence. It's obviously just that 2 people had the same idea to do ancient spirit stuff in modern day, and ancient Egypt is a very obvious source for that. Ha 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 ha. Scoop-a-dee-doo. I'm always doing this. I'm always trying to give Combattler V all the things. Give him his props. Give Combattler V his flowers. Aquamarine Neo, thank you for stopping by, and thank you for Ore Sanjoing. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. We're currently on the 3rd from the last mission in this game. It's probably going to be the last mission I do today, just because I have... What the fuck? Martin. Embarrassing. Aquamarine Neo, thank you again for that, Ore Sanjo. Stargate is totally Yu-Gi-Oh! It has possessions and everything. Is this the newest one? Silento Argent. It is indeed the newest Super Robot Wars. This is Super Robot Wars 30, which came out, I believe, 4 years ago? 3 years ago? but the new one is coming out next month. Yeah, Super Robot Wars Y comes out next month, so this is actually not the new one you might have heard of. This is the most recent release, though. Yeah, the heat wave is something else, Aquamarine Neo. I don't envy you there. I think we're all going through it a little bit. We're all sweating to the undies. A teeny tiny bit. Silento Argent, thank you so much for following. I do appreciate it, Silento. Hang on. I'm excited for Y2. I'm looking forward to meeting all those characters. I don't know many of them. Congrats on being able to complete this before Y comes out. Yeah, I'm happy that I was able to do that. I was hoping that I'd be able to play another Super Robot Wars in between the two, but it's probably going to end up being me playing Y when it comes out. And honestly, one of the main reasons I want to play it when it comes out is because that's when the most hype for the game is going to be, and I want to contribute to that. I want people to get more hyped for that shit. Silento, no, I feel you. It's like how that, yes, Crimson Nova brings up a very important piece of trivia. There are two comic strip characters named Dennis the Menace, one from the US and the other from the UK, and they debuted on the exact same day in 1951. It's insane. Like, that's real. Like, how is that a thing? But it is. And I am actually a big fan of Dennis the Menace, like the English version, the one we had in the UK. Dennis the Menace was like a highlight of my childhood. So whenever there was the other Dennis the Menace, which you'll be probably interested to know what we called it there, we just called it Dennis. The Dennis the Menace that you're familiar with Mr. Wilson and all that, we just called it Dennis. Which is really funny. Well, that Dennis, he's just Dennis. He's just regular Dennis. That guy's Dennis, just a normal Dennis guy. No menacing. Take care, E-Man, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope work goes well. You can alternate between both Super Robot Wars game on each stream if you want. I suppose, but then it's going to get confusing. I can't play two of these alternating. Yeah, it looks cool, Silento. Crimson, yeah. It sounds made up. It sounds fake, but it's absolutely a thing. Wasn't the other Dennis's dog named something super edgy? Dennis and Gnasher. I don't know if it was controversial. Gnasher just means that you eat, you use your teeth. He gnashes on things. Why was Gnasher super edgy? Or is it just a cool sounding name? Hence edge. Okay. Don't know why I did that, but I did. I think I was trying to do something there. Okay, hang on. Resolve. I have an idea. Boost EEXC. C. Boost the EXE. Skeep, 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 skeepity-dee. Just a long chain of EXC boosting. Yeah, Jet Jaguar. That's going to be what is exciting for me. Oh, wait. Oh, he's fine. What am I doing? Jet Jaguar, I'm very excited about. Here comes the axe. Here comes the gnasher. Gnashing of teeth has a more violent association than just eating here. Oh, for real? No, you've got a set of gnashers on you? I guess it has kind of a violent connotation a little bit. But as a kid, I always was just like, because he gnashes on his food, yeah. But yeah, Jet Jaguar, I'm so hyped to see that character. And I learned from reading a book recently. I do that sometimes. I have read. I learned from reading a book on Godzilla's history. Forgive me. I did see that, Silento. It's really exciting. I'm very hyped for it. One thing I learned, and this is something that was news to me, is that Jet Jaguar was like a fan art contest, like a fan, like a little kid, designed Jet Jaguar, and they made a character out of it. I assume that he had sort of a simplistic design originally, but they created that from like a children's fan contest submission. Like, it was like, you can design a sort of hero character. And can you imagine being the kid that designs Jet Jaguar that goes on to fight with Godzilla and then is still relevant in 2025? It's crazy. I would be like, I'd be just going around being like, yeah, I'm that guy. I'm the kid that drew Jet Jaguar. Jet Jaguar, Jet Jaguar, Yak Tak Jaguar. It's weird. Some nameless punk, you think it's weird? Or are you saying that I got it wrong? Or I probably did get some details wrong, I'm sure. Scoopity-doo. I know if you joined me just now, you're probably like, you don't seem to know how to play this game. Part of it is that I'm really tired, and another part of it is that I am trying to just chat casually about things that aren't this game, and that leads to my brain going in different directions. The design, originally titled Red Alone, got heavily redesigned. Oh, is that for real? I mean, it makes sense that they'd redesign it. I'm curious to see what the original design looks like, though. Because if it's vastly different, then yeah, I can see why it would be like, oh, well, I didn't actually design that. And I would feel a little bit gypped. Having said that, if I inspired Jet Jaguar, I'd still feel really good about myself. If I was to inspire that character, I would go around being like, yeah, I inspired Jet Jaguar. Red Alone was closer to a red Birdman. Let me look this up. Red Alone, Jet Jaguar. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. He looks really different. Let me see here. Jet Jaguar was supposed to look like this. Oh, wow. I mean... I will admit, it is hard for me to say, looking at this, that, yeah, he designed Jet Jaguar. No, yeah, I mean... Yeah. Yeah, in retrospect, now that I've seen it, I'm like, oh, that is not that kid's design. That's a little bit of a shame. Having said that, you know, who knows how these things are inspired. I'm sure it wasn't like... I'm sure they weren't just like, well, this sucks, let's do something else. They probably just were like, well, practicality-wise, we can't do this with a suit or something. Hi, Pepper, are you okay? Pepper had a really rough night. I came down and he was a state. I had to sit with him for a bit and help him calm down. And he was very aggressive, so he's come to my lap in the last half an hour or so, and he's just laying there looking at me. You can tell he's still feeling a bit shell-shocked, but he's calmed down a bit. Are you doing all right, Pepper? I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for taking time for yourself. Today's fact is the Angelois in Z3 were divided by Zodiac-themed photog, or from Master of the Universe? What? You've lost me. Kids come up with weird stuff. Remember Fearless Photog from... Oh, you see, you know what's happened is I read one person's thing and then it changed. I started reading somebody else's thing. Today's fact is the Angelois and Z3 were divided by Zodiac-themed bosses, which is why their letters Sag is Sagittarius, Can is Cancer, Haya is Hyades, and Ant is Antares, Scorpio. Okay. I don't know what any of that is. Is that from one of these games? The production of Jet Jaguar and Megalon's debut film was kinda messy. Oh, tell me about it, though. Tell me what the mess was. I've seen that movie on MST3K. So that's how I know it. So I guess if the production was a mess, maybe it did deserve to be on MST3K. Come on, man. V-Laser. Do something that'll kill this guy. Super EM Spin! Bro! What is this? There we go. But now we want to change the weapon. To the V-Laser? Or to the... The Big Blast? No, the Twin Lancer. There we go. Did you know today is the day from that one Power Rangers SPD two-parter that introduced the Omega Ranger? I am not familiar with Power Rangers SPD. So no, I did not know. The Omega Ranger? Very cool. I just recently watched Kamen Rider Beyond Generations, which had Kamen Rider Century in it. And I remember thinking as I was watching it, this guy kind of reminds me of Zetsu. Because obviously there's anniversary vibes, there's Ichigo vibes. But then some fan did like a combination of Zetsu's texture on Century's suit, and it looked really cool. SPD was the adaptation of Deca Ranger. I've not watched Deca Ranger, so I don't know. The design that won the Red Ranger contest was from a 5-year-old kid or somewhere in that range. What was the Red Ranger contest? Production was kind of all over the place in terms of scheduling. Oh. The Omega Ranger is Deca Break. I see. Police Break? What does that mean? How does that translate, Deca? I assume it's like Detective Break or something? The Omega Ranger is DBZ version of Trunks. You mean the Sentai version of Trunks? Wait, why do we turn animations on? What's going on? Did I do that by mistake? I must have done it by mistake without thinking. SPD takes place in 2025, the far-off future. Oh, now I understand. You guys are saying, oh, okay. I understand what you guys are on about now. You guys are saying that, yeah, today in the show, yeah, I get you. House's favor, let's do it. Titties! Drop those titties on Combattler V. Give us 10 EXC, baby.
Combattler Titty.
Hey, no worries, Tricky Hero. Hope you had a good lunch. What are we doing? Paratrooper Wolfie, why are you side-eyeing me? What did I do wrong? Are we okay? Did I say something bad? They did a contest for a fan-made Red Ranger designs, and the winner gets to be a real Ranger. Oh, yes! They did do that for Gozyuja, didn't they? Yeah, that was cool. I thought that was awesome. I hope that they don't change that design too much, because that design was neat. It wasn't... It looked like they could do that. Hopefully they won't change it too much. Let that kid actually design something. I need to turn off animations. I keep forgetting. That's right, origami. I remember seeing it being like, oh, kind of like Shinkenger. Do you see that one that was a little robot Paw Patrol in a ride armor? I don't think so. A ride armor? I don't know these phrases yet. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, this is where my brain starts to shut down. I do apologize. Keep going. One of these has to kill you. I keep forgetting. A robot Paw Patrol. Ride armor is a Mega Man X thing. Oh, that explains why I don't know what anybody's talking about. I don't know what that is. I've never played a Mega Man. And that is something that I know is my fault and probably should be changed at some point. But at this point in my life, I only have so much time, and Mega Man is unfortunately something I don't have time for. But one day I'd like to do it. I'd like to play those games at some point. If only I could give her some SP. Oh well. Ending the deal to adapt Sentai to Power Rangers is one of the most absolutely stupid things. It's why all we get is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers nostalgia, and the brand is dying. I'll be honest, I've never really been, like, invested in Power Rangers. Having experienced as much Sentai as I have, and honestly having kind of embraced Tokusatsu, I can absolutely understand why fans in the West would be devastated by something like that. It's basically their one easily accessible window into that world. And it, you know, it's not like that content isn't continuing. It's out there. They just aren't really doing anything with it. I do need to watch Power Rangers at some point. Much like the Mega Man thing, I just don't have time. I've too much Kamen Rider to watch. Let's just finish this here. V, Combattler V. I know they're not saying that. They're saying victory or something. One of these has to do the job. Come on. There we go. And we'll turn the animation off. The good news is that Mega Man tends to be all killer, no filler. On the other hand, there are a ton of Mega Man games. Hey, that is both a good thing and a problem. Paratrooper, sorry, LK, someone mentioned SPD in 2025, thus was thinking about the Back to the Future 2015 because time travel shenanigans, maybe. There's a Back to the Future 2015? Or are you saying that if people went back in time, they would have to go back to 2015? Wait, what are we saying? We got 21 units left to kill. Combattler V is doing his best, but he can only do so much. There's a scene in RPM. What is RPM? Where one of the evil generals is going on about the stereotypes of the Rangers. Red's leader, black... Oh, yeah. So what are you? He's Scottish! Yeah, I know that clip. I know that clip. I've seen that clip. Back to the Future featured the hoverboards in 2015. Oh my god, how do I not remember this stuff? There's too many dates. There's too many time travels. Yes, you're right. You can't ride that hoverboard on water unless you got power! You know? RPM is go onjer. Goonjer. Goonjer. RPM is the Terminator, but without time travel. Gotcha. Does it have liquid metal? Alright, well that's everything Combattler V can do, and he got through a few enemies. He's got to 269 kills now. It's pretty good. You can't say that a Sentai season is Terminator and Mad Max and not expect my expectations to go through the roof. There's also an entire episode dedicated to breaking the fourth wall, and one of the questions is, why do the Zords have eyes? What do you mean? They're solar panels, but the irises move. No, they don't. That's funny. I like shit like that. I like when Sentai gets self-aware. Tokusatsu can do that, though. You know, Tokusatsu can break the fourth wall and no damage is done whatsoever. The fourth wall barely exists to begin with, because there is kind of a contract made between viewer and media when you start watching Sentai or Tokusatsu, where you have to agree going into it that you're going to be very forgiving. You're going to be very forgiving of the special effects, of the budget, of the acting. And that's the best way to enjoy Sentai, or Toku generally, is to be like, I accept all these flaws. They don't exist. So you kind of have to be like, ready for that kind of shit. They're gonna break the fourth wall. They're gonna make jokes that are meta. Paratrooper, it's all good. It's hot as heck where I live at the moment as well. I don't blame you for being, you know, all over the place mentally. I certainly am. That's what's going on here. There was one machine monster from Goonja they couldn't use as a fembot that twists her nipples to fire out different water. We're back to the boobies. Well, it always comes back to boobies. Alright, Ryoma. Let's see what you can do, my friend. The other Ryoma. Gotta be an Emperor, don't need to go that hard. You do need to go that hard. I'll be honest, out of all the Sentai I've seen so far, I think Shin Kenja is just the best one. I think I've enjoyed other Sentai more, but I think Shin Kenja is the one where I was just gripped from start to finish, and they stuck the landing real well. I also really like Jetman. I think Jetman is a very strong one that it was the first one I watched, so it's just always going to be like kind of hard to beat. And it's Jetman, so, you know. You love Shinkenja's Clusterfuck Megazord. Ha-oh, yes. What am I doing? Me and my friends are watching Don Brothers together. And I'm really excited because we're closing in on that one episode where Don Momotaro and the one blue guy have their duel. And I don't want to say anything to my friends, but I also want to get them really hyped for it because it's such a great episode. King Oger is wild. It is fucking great. That's one of the other Sentais I started with. I started with Jetman and then I went to King Oger because King Oger looked really cool, and it is really cool. It's very, it's a dramatically different take on Sentai while also being Sentai. I'm excited for Ultraman Omega. I haven't watched the first episode yet. I do need to. I watched that little video they did of Ultraman's 60th anniversary, and I'll be honest, I didn't expect it to be emotionally affecting the way it was, but they really chose a very specific message to go with, which was that Ultraman sees the light in humanity. No matter how the bad things get, that light will always be there. And it was such a beautiful celebration of that, of Ultraman's relationship with humanity. I thought that was really wonderful. Alright, everybody's gonna get Stoner Sunshine. No, are they not gonna get killed by Stoner Sunshine? Fucking hell. We got a Valorant up in here. Alright. Oh, thank you, Aquamarine Neo. You started with Zyuranger and started with O's for Rider. Well, from what I know about Zyuranger, which I haven't seen, that sounds like a very strong start for both of those. Combattler V. It's not Combattler V, it's these guys. Wait, is it? No, it's these. It's Combattler V. I just realized because the animation hasn't played. Combattler. Also get a beam. Valor. Alright then. Silento, I loved O's. I tried to watch Double, but my now ex-wife kept making a bunch of BL jokes and ruined it for me. I understand. Just as a heads up, if you don't like BL jokes, we do these streams on Sunday where most of those streams are just BL jokes or BL references and sex jokes from my partner Marin. So if you don't like that kind of thing and it gets in the way of your enjoyment, I would recommend not attending those streams. Because anyone else will tell you, they go off the rails a little bit. I personally love hanging out with Marin, but I understand why people might get a bit tired of the sex jokes. But, you know, for me, that's the person I love, and I love everything they do. But yeah, I can understand why it would get in the way of your enjoyment. It was so constant you couldn't pay attention. Oh my god. Build is the most BL energy Kamen Rider has done. Do you think? I honestly think that Kamen Rider Kuga has more BL energy. I feel that O's has more BL energy. Like, maybe I'm wrong. I guess it doesn't have BL energy now that I think about it. O's just has gay undertones. Kuga has a lot of interesting, you know, I feel like there's a BL aspect to Kuga to an extent. You don't accidentally have that shot of them sleeping on each other. There's that moment in Kuga where Ichijo wakes up in Godai's car, and then Godai's just right in his face like, hi! Yeah, Tails, I'm actually quite curious about that. Build's actor and Exade's actor being in BL together. Of all the two Kamen Riders, those are the two that kind of have a close connection as well, because their two shows crossed over as a result of being 1 year apart. So there's Kamen Rider lore to draw from there. Fusion tends to be gay in Kamen Rider, I suppose. I don't always agree. Fusion isn't always inherently gay. You think Vram... Yes, Vram from Gap. Hey, Spriggs, do you know who he's in a BL with? The voice actor for Yugi. Isn't that wild? You were in a combo with your Lancer group about getting Uriboh Cheese Works. One of the guys is a huge fan of Madoka, and I was like, have you heard of Gaim? Well, I hope you turned them on to Gaim. Gaim is a treat. It's a juicy treat. A fruity, juicy treat. Scoop-dee-doo, scoop-a-dee-doo. You know what they say. There's no valor. There's nothing. Can I prospect? Would that give me my valor back? Oh, I already got valor on. Oh, in that case, we're just shit. The live-action Sailor Moon Toko is being rebroadcast in Japan for the first time since it first aired in early 2000s. Oh, for real? Hell yeah. Now, somebody in this chat will know better than me. And this is something that I've always wanted to talk to my friends about, but I've never quite had enough information or the words to say it. But my understanding is Sailor Moon is directly inspired by Sentai, right? That's my understanding. And you can kind of see it. I mean, it doesn't really take a huge leap of logic. Okay. I've got some yeses already. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It makes perfect sense to me. Naoko Takeuchi was a big fan. I'm not familiar with Sailor Moon a great deal, but that's really cool to me. And I think that Sailor Moon, obviously, while being inspired by Sentai, has forged its own identity and been an incredible influence itself. So many of my friends love Sailor Moon. There's photos of Naoko meeting the Zyuranger cast. Oh, for real? That's cool. Good for him. Good for her? Her. My bad. I'm sorry. Good for her. That was very inherently sexist of me. I apologize. Out of all your pilots you've unlocked and used during your long playthrough, which one did you have fun voicing? Honestly, I really enjoyed Combattler V, which is the music that's currently playing.
But anytime Combattler come into play, I would get so hyped to be Hyoma. He is ridiculous. I assume he has no voice like this in the actual show.
But he does kind of sound like he has a raspy voice. GTX, for all the subtext, I think only Philip has been confirmed gay in so many words. I don't think that he's even been confirmed gay, because there's that one bit in the Futo PI manga/anime where he realizes that men can love each other. And it seems like a big deal, and he's happy about it, but you'd think that if he was gay, he would already know this. I know that he's Philip, but... Because Toei was involved with Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon has dripped into Sentai back there. You never like to hear about things dripping back there, but what do you mean? Is that for real? Or is it just that actors have been in Sailor Moon? How have they combined? How have they dripped into each other? Don't like that phrasing. Oh, it's actors. Okay. I didn't need to use bravery there. That was a waste. I'm honestly not really paying much attention, so I apologize if, well, that's a friend, I see. That's what the issue is. I apologize if I'm not doing a great job being efficient. That's not a friend. That's not a friend. This is an art attack. My comfy pepper boy. There's White Racer and Here's one, Vampiro. Thank you for the here's one. There's White Racer and a Bitten Q Ranger that both play on Sailor Moon. Oh, I'm not familiar. It's 2025, you can't say White Racer. Jesus Christ. Okay, GTX, that's beautiful. Dub GX. That's not right. WX Psychonopatona. You have this problem when you're playing XCOM 2. In XCOM 2, it's worse, though, because you can lose people. I'm not going to lose anyone if I fuck this up. You can lose guys in XCOM. The XCOMs, they become X-people. The Green Ranger for Q Ranger used the moon item for the season, basically had a Sailor Moon introduction. I'll tell you what. Who did I just... You know what? Dan Caroto had a Sailor Moon fucking extension that I recently saw. But also, I got to the end of Geo. And what's her name? She has a Sailor Moon transformation, doesn't she? Basically. She shows up at the end and she has her little henshin device and she does it and it's like, oh, you're just Sailor Moon. But yeah, Dan Caroto doing his Sailor Moon henshin was the most amazing thing. It's Peppa the Cat. One day the Combat V music will stop. In fact, let's turn it off. Let's turn off the Combat V music and let's put on some Gar while we're here. Here we go. Gow, ga, 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 gow, ga, ga. Gadget tool. Vaulting driver! Sorry, Papa, you didn't like that, did you? 69, 876. Mr. Pepper, you're so sleepy. Little guy. Some sleep, buddy. Take a load off. Yasuko Kobayashi wrote Toku, Sailor Moon, and also Kamen Rider O's. Oh, hell yeah. Wait, she wrote Amazons? Is that for real? The minions of the wicked goddess make themselves known.
But they're not the only ones here.
Show yourself, sower of discord. Alcyone, it's too dangerous to expose yourself. Don't try to stop me, Sayoko. I must.
Oh, fuck.
So you dare stand against me, Alcyone?
Debonair, we knew you were behind this.
We did?
Alcyone told us the whole story. You gain power from great hatred and grant the bearer of that hatred power in return. That means you're the one who would awaken... That means you're the one who would awaken the sleeping Cyclamenos.
As you surmise, she and I are natural allies, but we both desire to plunge the whole world into darkness and despair.
Ja Bungle is Amazon's worth watching. I'll be honest, I've only seen the first 3 episodes, and I really liked it. What I've seen of it. I didn't keep going because I got distracted by other things, but I'm going back to it soon, because I really enjoyed what I saw of it. I didn't fucking know that. Kamen Rider Ibuki's actor had a subtle gag. He was Tuxedo Mask in the live-action Sailor Moon and came back for Decade. There he has roses as a motif, as a gag on the whole Tuxedo Mask thing. Oh, for real.
As long as Cyclamenos' hatred burns, I can never truly die. Debonair. Alcyone, you belong to me. Why have you sided with the Magic Knights? Your darkness held me in its grip once, when Zagato rejected me, and I cursed the world in my sorrow and anger. But in mourning him, I've opened my eyes to where I went wrong. As much as I hate everything else, I still love him. And now that Sephiroth is free of the pillar system that enslaved him, I can protect the world he would have protected were he here. He would have never let you, the embodiment of darkness, ruin any world. Little fool. Alcyone! Alcyone! A fool indeed. To me, you are the most insignificant among the insects. But I've still won. What? You believe nothing can threaten you, but you couldn't let someone insignificant get away with turning on you. So you came out to destroy me personally. And what does that matter?
Alcyone, we'll take it from here.
Debonair, you lost the moment you showed yourself.
Now you face us. And we won't let you survive this time.
Please, Magic Knights. Kaiba Corp. Alcyone, why would you do this? Zagato is gone. I have nothing left. So I spent the life I had on what he would have wished for. Alcyone. She loved Zagato to her very last breath.
Thank you, Alcyone. You've given us what we need and saved the world. Debonair!
You haven't won yet, Magic Knights. Cyclamenos' hatred has amplified my power beyond what you can imagine. Attack me if you dare. I will crush every one of you, and all that exists will be swallowed into the deepest darkness. So you have the power of hatred. We've got the power of love to spare. That's the power of love. And on top of love, we've got tons and tons of Netflix content. And bravery. We'll wipe away your darkness with the shining signal lights of hope. Shit. Trains, of course.
It doesn't matter how much power you gain, we'll stop you every time. Debonair, this is the light of our faith in the future.
We got Blue Quest. Alright. If all we have to do... Wait, what do we have to do? Defeat all enemies. Okay, if all we have to do is kill everybody, we'll kill everybody. We have Kiriko. We also have Kiriko. It's true. Pepper. You're a little grumpy guy, huh? Much like Kiriko. Wow, big yawn. Big yawn, buddy. You must be feeling better. Alright. Let's take these guys down, I guess. Let's try and feed this ghost. What do you want, Pepper? You okay, bud?
Aha! It's excellent! Hey, if nobody's piloting that thing... Pretty much the same deal as the Ox Tongue launcher, really.
So many of her. Pepper, don't do that, buddy. Thank you, buddy. Are you hungry? Do you want food? Let me go feed my cat real quick. Alright, I'm gonna go feed my cat. He could use the food. Did you get a chance to see G-Quooks yet? I have not seen G-Quooks. I'm gonna AFK for a minute. I won't be long. I'll be back. Gonna go feed Pepper. Okay, fuck, sorry. Sat down too quickly. My leg and my back are not happy about that. Alright. I'm back. Okay. Let's get rid of that message. Pepper is eating, and I have I have half an hour before I have to be somewhere. So, oh, Frankenstein. Can you feel? Thank you, Frankenstein, for resubscribing at Tier 1 for 48 months. 4 years of sub. You're very kind, Frankenstein. Forkenstein. 4 years and Stein. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much for all that sub. You're very kind to have supported me for this long. Almost half a decade. Decade. Thank you so much. We're going to wrap this mission up quick. We have 10 units to take out. And X-Line is technically still able to go. It shouldn't be too long. Nah, I don't think so, yeah. It's for love, for love, for love. Oh, she's gonna get shot down. Well, whatever. She's not, because she's gonna dodge it.
It's nothing special, but enjoy. Sorry to keep you waiting. This weapon's a tiny bit weird, just FYI. How does this thing do what it does, I wonder?
I fucking love this game. I don't care if I win. I just care if everything looks cool, and everything looks so cool.
Well, that wasn't gonna hit. Bye-bye. Sayonara.
She's the best. Can we agree? Can we agree on that? That's the best character. Alright, we got item over here we need to deal with. Let's get LittleKuriboh. Wow, 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 wow. This transform into Rio. And take that guy out with Tyrant Overbreak there, man. Yeah. Here we go. Koryo's ultimate technique, Tiger King's Rampage. Item -1. My aim is clear. Speaking of Netflix, random spike. Sonic Javelin. Everybody saw we got the Brooklyn Rage of a tiger. It's the Brooklyn Eye of the Tiger. It's from Brooklyn. And QGTX Kathy for accompanying our rage with the Brooklyn Rage. Nice. Alright. Got 9 units left. Is this one of the enemies? Yes. Let's bring out for that one. He's not going to be able to do much else. I should have really turned animations off, but whatever. No running away now. No. Eye lasers. Good job, You did something. Ha-hee-ha-hoo. 8 units left. Let's see what we can do over here. We have still final Gao Gaiga up here. Up there. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's see what we can do. Why can't we do the... Okay, it has to be right next to them to do that. I forgot. Oh no, I didn't turn animation off. We're not watching that. That's too long. As much as I enjoy it. Van, calm down. You're not doing anything. Whew, okay, fuck. Sorry, my stomach has started doing things now. Yeah, we're gonna get through this mission and then we're gonna call it. It's gonna be alright. What do we do? Yeah. Will knife. Broken magnum. Animation off. Actually, you know what? Let's get Gridman Baby Dan Dan out here so we can hear some good music. Not to say that this is bad music, but I want Gridman Baby Dan Dan. I want to be hearing that. Where are you, Gridman? Where are you, Gridman? You on here? Gridman. Gridman! Access code, Gridman. I love that he's Cyber Ultraman 2 Silento. Yeah, he's got such a unique flavor of Ultra. I know that he's not really an Ultra, but he's an Ultra. Gridman Baby Dan Dan. Let's get this going. Gridman, Baby Dan Dan, Baby Dan Dan, Baby Dan Dan, Baby
Baby Dan Dan. Baby, baby Dan Dan. Baby Dan Dan. Baby, baby Dan Dan. Baby Dan Dan, baby. It is a baby Dan. Baby Dan, 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 baby Dan, 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 Dan. Grid man. All you have to sing is baby Dan, 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 baby. Dan, 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 baby Dan, 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 Dan. You get the gist. The Hyper Agent, oh, it's so fucking cool, but we're not watching it because it would get rid of the song. Grid Man, Baby QQ, the underrated Baby QQ. Everybody sings the Baby Dan Dan, and I don't blame them, but Baby QQ is so funny. Baby QQ. Cry. We get the fuck out. Stupid. Oh, Tilly, what's wrong, baby? I know what's up with you. You want the cat food. You're not having the cat's food, Tilly. That's not for you. That is for the kitty. He's had a bad day. Dooby-doo, ooh, ooh, ooh. It is Grid Man. He is great in the internet. No hero. Ooh, hallelujah. Grid Man. I love the song. Don't know any of the lyrics. I will learn them one day. One day I will know all of the lyrics to everything. Baby QQ. Baby QQ. Baby QQ. Ra 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 ra. Just the best. Touching the butt. Keep away from the butt, Karika. You never know what that butt has been. I'm joking, of course. Grab the butt, by all means. Oh, Tilly, why are you crying? You can't have the food yet. He's eating it. That's for him. Be touching us all. Scooby-doo-be-doo-be. Rock Rulin, you're trying to watch every Gundam series you've missed in chronological order, but I really want to watch Turn A Gundam now. Is that how you say it? Turn A Gundam? Urutora Man. Da-dee-da-da-da-do, hero. Amayuyo, Grid Man. I don't know anything about Turn A Gundam. Tell me about it. He Sunanumo. No, yeah, Silento. Anytime people say access code, I think of the access code stuff. Yeah, in Yu-Gi-Oh! Varshio, Turn A is basically the culmination of all Gundam anime before it. Oh, wow. The big payoff. Turn A is the endpoint of every Gundam timeline. Whoa, okay. That's pretty wild. Turn A is how you say the upside down A in the context of Gundam. Oh. Why is it called Turn A if it's the end? You'd think A would be the beginning. The A to the Z. As Iron Sheik would say. Alright, that's one. He's probably going to kill all these guys. If not, the boss. The TLDR Earth got fucked hard. Well, good for her. Many moved to the moon. I would want to go to the moon. I'm a big fan of mooning. Some survived on Earth, many moved to the moon. Moon wants to return, and nothing seems to go right. Also, the mecha in Turn A was done by Sid Mead, who worked on Blade Runner, Aliens, and Tron. Cool.
a post-apocalyptic Gundam series in which a Victorian society rediscovers mobile suits just in time for an ancient lunar exodus to decide they want their planet back. Oh no, that can't end well. It can't end well. Kurika, my hubby, was in the room when card games on Mommy Milkers was said, and he fucking loved it. I'm glad. I hope one day that your husband gets to experience the excitement that can only be associated with card games on Mommy Milkers. My mouth is getting away from me. Turn A is a mathematical thing indicating all gathered as per turn A Gundam being effectively the combination of all Gundams before it. Ah, I see. Interesting. Well, that's cool, Leogon. That must be cool in the context of that. Soon he will eat them all. The Turn A Gundam is known as the White Mustache. Okay. Varshio, Turn A also has a term that has become ubiquitous in Japanese culture. The term, dark history, has become something used everywhere in all reaches of Japanese society. Interesting. Is that like how they say the Dark Age of the Law in Phoenix Wright? Is that a Gundam thing? Oh, that's crazy. When did that start happening? I'm assuming it's related to that, but I don't know. Grid, Matt, Tilly, you gotta wait. You gotta wait, girl. I'm sorry. Let's watch this fight because I don't know how she's gonna react. You gotta wait, Tilly. I'm sorry. Question marks. I'm taking you down. Turn A was 1996. Wow. Rock Rulin! Thank you for the 10 bits. The Turn A Gundam wiped out all civilization on Earth, marking the end of the Universal Century. Thousands of years later, the Gundam was discovered by Lauren Seahack, who will use it to wash clothes. Wait, what? What's up, Nate Gaming? It's good to see you. Spoiler watch. Is there spoilers? Did I say a spoilery thing? I'm sorry if I said a spoiler. I thought I was just reading trivia. How delightful it would be to tear you apart before your beloved's very eyes. No one gets in my way. Oh, Varshio, I can assure you I won't remember that. This world shall be engulfed in a maelstrom of fear, chaos, and despair. You missed. You missed. The despair missed. Time to finish this. Here goes Press Spark. Very nice, very nice. Tilly, you're gonna have to wait, girl. I can't let you in there yet. You gotta wait for him to finish eating. Turn A and Base Unicorn as examples of this Gundam looks totally stupid. There's no way it's a threat. Oh my goodness. What about that Dice Gundam? Is he a threat? I don't know why I did Boost Dash. That was stupid. It's all stupid, though. Let's be honest. Whatever. Till you don't have to cry so much, girl. I know. You're sad because you want the food, but it's not your food, baby. The light of courage cannot be quenched by any evil. Okay, let's do this. Gadget tool, hell and heaven. Gemukiro Gen Go Gufo. I haven't seen really much of any Gundam Salento, so if you ask me, chances are I haven't. I'm in one Gundam. I'm in Gundam Seed Destiny, and I'm in Gundam Seed. No, I'm in Gundam Seed Freedom. As well as the newer Destiny dub. But I've not really watched any Gundam except for several episodes of the original. I need to wrap this up. Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. There's a video called Gundam Light of Life Chronicles that has the spirits of Amuro, Ray, and Lala. Soon watch as the turn A... I feel like these are more spoilers. I feel like we're getting more spoilers. As the turn A wipes out civilization while they recap everything that happened in the Universal Century. Ah, okay. It's okay. Again, I will forget all of this. Okay, one sec. I'm gonna go check on the cat, because Tilly is being very whiny. And if she's allowed to be let in the room so the cat can stop eating, give me one sec. Tilly, seriously, it's okay. You can have restraint. Okay. I will forget. It's true. You'll have to forgive me. There's a lot going on in my head. I have to wrap this up in 20 minutes. I have to help the cat eat. I have to make sure the dog doesn't eat the food, but I have to also make sure the dog is not upset. And I have to kill this guy. This lady, sorry. Alright, Gridman. Not much you can do, really, is there? We'll just use Gridman, the Hyper Agent, on this, and then we're gonna skip the animation this time. Oh. Oh, shit. Am I allowed to give my dog peanut butter? I don't know about being allowed, but I don't give her peanut butter. Oh, no, she's had peanut butter before. We used to have this little dog toy that was sort of like a cone, and you could put peanut butter inside of it, and she would play with it and lick the peanut butter out of it. And she enjoyed using that, but we didn't do it very often, like maybe like half a dozen times. Izuru, you're alive. I remember him dying last time. Alright, what do we want to do? We want to get guys over there. We have 15 minutes. I need to get this done. I have to be somewhere. Alright, Dan of Thursday. Let's get you over there if we can. I don't know if we can. No, chat. Damn it, Dan of Thursday. This is not your day. Can the Psy-Bastard get there? Nobody can get there. Oh wait, I can make it. I can actually reach them. Okay. Oh shit, watch out. There we go. You know what? We're probably going to have to go on to the next turn, but I imagine this character has regen, which is going to make that really frustrating. Thank you, Kurika, for getting us high up. It is indeed coming closer to 420. We are about 35 minutes away from 420, so get your reefer at the ready? I don't know. Dan Kuho, let's do something with Dan. Ah.
Turn down for what?
We love to see it. Thank you so much, Kurika, for getting us turned down for what? Kurika solo combo. What do you need? You need to be closer. Chan bada, chan bada, chan bada, chan bada. Samurai Sentai Shin Kenja. Turn A for what? Get him, Kiriko. Slowly whittling them down. And we got one more attack that we can do. Actually, we got a few more. We could do a bunch more. Keep getting them. And then Kiriko. Okay, so now we're up to 40,000 hit points. Yes. Man, Dan Kuga actually pretty great. Tilly, you okay over there? Are you happy now that you got to go in the room with the food? Danku, go. A little bit left, a little bit left. I say a little bit, it's a lot. Diddle-a-da, diddle-a-da. That's not gonna help. Okay, Danku can, and we're not gonna be able to kill him with Dan Cougar anyway. Dan Kuken? I don't know. That guy isn't gonna do it. We're gonna have to bring somebody else over. It's gonna be difficult. Diddle-a-da. Didn't get a dragon actually has the most likelihood of doing it, so let's bring them over. We've been holding off. This is my favorite parts, when the mechs just circle around to kick the boss in the nuts till they finally go down. Well, we're definitely doing that. We're definitely having to really gang up on him. But it's okay. It's almost over. Kill. Not quite. Wow, 795. We could give somebody a massive EXP boost, but we could also just have Shin get a dragon finish the job, so we're probably going to do that. We don't need to do that, but we're going to do that. And then let's go with Shin Shine Spark, just because it is the best.
Our answer to a piece of pure evil is the same as for everything else. We'll combine our three hearts into one powerful force. We're going all out. Don't hold anything back.
Sure thing. Wasn't any of their voices.
Get shine!
He gets all green.
Shine! Spark!
And they're gonna do it. They're the best. Nice. If anyone was gonna do it, Shin get a dragon. Impossible. I was supposed to be invincible.
Well, guess what, Debonair? You're not. Your darkness cannot consume us. Not in a million years. So slink back to the shadows, Debonair.
I will return. As long as there is hatred in the world, I will.
You're welcome to come back for another beatdown anytime.
Debonair has been completely destroyed. Thank you, Salento. Take care, okay?
But if she gets more power from Cyclamenos' hatred...
Just one more reason why we need to neutralize Cyclamenos as soon as we can.
She's not the only threat we face. We have to protect the world from being consumed by irrational anger and hatred.
We sure fucking do.
We have to fight against all of that. But it's not just a fight for us magic knights. Everyone on Earth has to do their part. All hostiles have been neutralized. Show yourself, Iris.
What, you still want to go? I'm gonna fucking kick your ass.
No. I used up all the forces that the great Cyclamenos gave me. And when I asked for reinforcements, nothing. I'm pretty sure she's cut me off.
Oof. Big oof from Masaki.
If you don't have anywhere to go, come with us. Huh?
You can't go back to Cyclamenos, can you?
We had you all figured out. Down to your wanting to join us all along.
I mean, yeah, between Captain Mitsuba and the Mad Goddess, it's not even a question, right?
But
Think for yourself whether serving Cyclamenos is of your own will.
If you have a heart, you can decide how you want to live for yourself.
That's what it means to be alive. I've come to realize that. Ugh. Granted, we've got our own scary stuck-up goddess hanging around, but don't you worry about Orchidacia. Captain Mitsuba will protect you from those titties.
are you sure?
It's up to you.
Thanks, Mitsuba. But I really can't. Blammo. There's your dimensional portal. Cyclamenos is in the subspace right through there.
Iris.
Bye, Mitsuba. Thanks for saying you'll take care of me. But I really don't deserve your compassion.
Iris.
She knew her actions were wrong, but she had no choice. This is the first thing she's done of her own free will.
Then we have to make sure it means something. Captain, your orders.
Everyone, we now have an open path to Cyclamenos. Through that portal is our final target. Many people have sacrificed a great deal to get us to this. Many Bothans died bringing us this information. We must honor what they've given us by proceeding forward and defeating Cyclamenos. We will enter that subspace once we are absolutely prepared.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, thanks. Commodore Fikes, Alcyone, Iris, we're still pressing onward to uphold peace and freedom for this world.
Yeah, Commodore Fikes. Forgot about that guy.
Iris, even you have forsaken me. Frisia, Orchidacia, Cerasus, Tulipa. So many of my sisters lost to me when Aus fell. And even in a new world. No, it is all past and gone. The dark flame that smolders in my heart will never go out. I hate this whole world and all in it, with a thirst that cannot be quenched. I must press on until the void consumes all. Boobies! It's me! Yep. I killed some guys.
Grandma Goku. All right, guys, we do have to call it there. It's very exciting. We're so close to the end. I assume we only have 2 missions left, at most, if that. I believe it's just 2 more. Holy shit. And then we'll be done. Anyway, folks, I do have to call it there. We have to go. I have to go. I've timed it very well. Oh, fuck. Alright, but let's send you guys over to Liv Smith, VO, who's playing Peak. I do mean literally Peak, the game Peak. Let's send you guys over to Liv. Karika, thank you for the 10 bits. It's been fun. Love you all. Take care. Have a great night. See you all next time. Bye. Yes, indeed. Erikios, what you doing? I'm going to be heading off to watch a screening of a dub thing that I participated in. Not a paid project. It's a fan thing, but I'm excited. All right, folks. Throwing you guys over to Liv Smith, who's playing Peak. And she's looking fantastic, and she could use your encouragement. So let's throw you guys over to Liv. And I will do one of these intermission sequences.
Van the Dine and Dasher, Van the Unemployed, Van the Hungover, Van the Crybaby from Hell, Van the Devil in the Tuxedo. Been called a lot of things in the past, but I'm gonna go by Van of the Dawn now. Or maybe Van of SRW. Don't call me by those other names, alright? Huh? Why, you ask? Let's just say, we all got some memories we'd rather leave behind. But there's some stuff you just can't forget. So yeah, I could use your help. Well, see ya. Well, bye.
I love that we go through so many of those intermission scenes, but we haven't seen many of them that often. Like, we don't see repeats. There's so many characters and they have so much to say. All right, throwing you over to Liv. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Friday. Take care. See you next time. Bye.